Yeah. What is good, Sixer Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of Philly Take with RB, live for the 2024 NBA Draft, our annual edition of a draft reaction show. And it is going to be a fun one tonight. We got a lot in store. Will the Sixers keep the 16th pick? Will they trade it? There are moves falling right now like dominoes. I don't even know what to expect, man. It's going to be a wild night, and we got some of the best in the business up here rocking with me on the ones, twos, and threes. Chat, I need you guys to get going, man, because I feel like we're going to get a look into what the Sixers may do this offseason, and it starts tonight. RB, my guy Miles Johnson, Real Talk with MJ, first time on the show. And, of course, our guy JJ, who filled in last season. And, of course, he's going to be on in the future, man. We got a star-studded lineup. I'm happy to be up here with these guys. Miles, JJ, how are we feeling, man? NBA Draft 2024. Let's get it.
Feeling great. Feeling great. Happy to be on here. Shout out to RB. Been watching from a distance. Glad to finally collab. JJ, it's great to meet you as well. And I'm excited to be with y'all. But after there's been some news recently that has not made me not as happy about what's gonna come next season. But we're gonna talk about all of that.
Yeah, man. First of all, RB, thanks so much for putting this together and, for allowing me and Miles to come on. We've always loved your show. Shout out to the chat, everybody that's on here tonight. Obviously, hey, right now, I got Twitter all up. I'm expecting a wild draft tonight. Obviously not happy about with what the Knicks have done so far as a Sixers fan, and I know that we're going to talk a little bit more about it, but hopefully Daryl's not asleep, man.
Wake up, Daryl. Wake up. Shout out to the chat. We got a ton of people in here already. We will have you covered all night. We're going to be live reacting to every single pick. We'll give you all the updates, the rumors. Have to talk about the signings that took place not only just an hour ago, but last night as well, as it impacts everything. Sixer Nation, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're in here, shout out to these guys. Follow them on their own platforms. They do great work. And support all of us, man, because it is going to be a wild night, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, welcome on in. Also, chat, if you guys could drop a 1 if you guys could hear us clearly. Let us know how the audio is. We're working with a new system, and let us know how it is. See, someone said fix your audio. Someone said we need Brandon Ingram. Grace says, I am excited. Daniel Berry in the chat. What's good? Morey is in Cancun right now. Who else we got in here? Someone said fix the audio. All right, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. But, fellas, what are we thinking, man? Like, I don't know what to expect. Last year we got the draft, board mystery thing. We didn't have any picks. Now we have the 16th pick. Are we going to keep it or are we going to trade it?
I say we might as well keep it. We might as well keep it. And there's two positions that the Sixers need to improve on this offseason. And it's obviously a wing because Tobias Harris is a goner. He's getting that James Bradbury treatment of we already know, like, all right, he's done. He's done. So we need a wing, especially a defender, and you see what the Knicks have done in stocking up on defenders to, go against a Boston who is obviously going to be here for the foreseeable future. But I feel like our biggest need, honestly, a backup center, a legit backup center. And so with Joel Embiid not being that healthy, we know his injury problems. That's also happened in the postseason. We can get, a Misi, athletic, big, lob threat. You can get him there. I wouldn't be too mad, but those are two positions that I want to see us definitely improve on this offseason. And at least one of them with that 16th pick.
JJ, before I let you go, the chat is saying that the audio's messed up. So I just want to get it right before the draft starts. What is wrong with the audio? Because looks pretty good on my end. What's going on with the audio? Let us know. We can fix it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Let us know.
definitely.
Because some people are reacting to our comments. Some are saying that the audio's not good. Like I said, bear with us. Bear with us. We're trying to work on a new thing here. So let us know what's wrong with the audio. Kenny says, I think this is a year we think about what the next 5 are going to look like. Interesting point. Let's see.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know. Some people are reacting to the comments. So I'm like, what's wrong with the audio? But let's see.
Grace says that she hears everything fine. Huh. Yeah, that's really weird.
Even says
That's
it's
wild.
cool.
So whose audio is messed up? Can you guys hear us? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear us. We're trying to iron out the technicalities before
Mic
we
check,
get
1, 2,
going.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I just turned it up a little bit more. Let us know if you guys can hear us clearly or not.
RB sounds like you have a mask on. Somebody just said.
Someone said it sounds better. All are good. Couple 1s in the chat. Can you guys hear us? Let us know.
Sir.
All right, good.
Let's see. RBU is going in and out. Can hear you loud and clear. Appreciate you guys being patient with us, man.
Technology is always changing, even for us streamers.
That jumping. That jumping.
Let's see. It sounds like you're coming and going from the mic. Yours is in and out.
Let me see if I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know,
I'm
man.
gonna go on mute real quick so I can see.
Yeah, because it sounds good on my end. So let me know. And you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, 'cause it sounds good on my end. No. You guys can hear me.
It does sound a little bit like you are fading in and out, like just a little bit.
What about now? Any better? Now. Better?
Yeah, that's better. Sorry, there's always like a delay, so I got.
No, you're good.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm just trying to see if it's good
I think
before
it
the
sounds
draft
better.
starts. So that way we don't have any issues.
I don't
Let
blame
me
you.
know. Let me know.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was a little bit in and out. A little bit in and out.
Yeah, I think it was because you were a little bit away from the mic, but even still, like, it's weird.
Someone
It
said,
really
I
is
feel for you
weird.
guys having to deal with a new setup in Reed and keep the chat going. RB, you're tripping. Your ego is too high for your bridges. Because I'm trying to figure out a mic issue. Come on, bro. I mean, shoot, if it's not good, we'll reset it and do it another way. But let us know.
Sure.
They're tripping. It sounds good. A little better. I'm just trying to figure out what it's like. Oh no, you guys talking. I'm gonna listen to it by myself.
See, this is why I love the headsets, because it's I mean, like, I got this plugged into like the roadie and everything, and it's like
Yeah,
I
you
can
got the
feel
whole
my
set. You
head.
got the jersey. Who's on the jersey? Is it
Oh,
Maxey?
this is an Embiid jersey, bro.
Embiid? Oh, all right. Oh, all right.
I see. I was thinking about rocking the red jersey, with like the blue background, but then I was like, like it's somebody else that used to be over here that's on a Brooklyn Nets team. So that's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
I
That's
feel
all I'm
you.
gonna say. But obviously color's nice, but we gotta represent what's going on in the city of brotherly love. You feel me? Feel me?
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
Oh man. What are you
Hey,
expecting tonight, bro? I don't even know what I expect tonight, to be honest with you.
I'm interested to see where Ronnie ends up. Honestly, like, I just really feel like there's gonna be a team that just drafts him in the first round to be like, shoot, this isn't the most talented draft we've had in recent memory. Let's just go ahead and take a shot. We might get Bron. We might.
Yeah. I just think it would be so funny if Daryl was like, you know what, we're going to take Bronny. And even though JJ Redick just signed, obviously, as the new head coach with the Lakers, if LeBron is like, you know what, I'm going to go to Philly now, that would be a big stab in the back. And honestly, that would shock the NBA world.
Oh, yeah, it would.
So,
Can you guys hear me good or no? Is it still like cutting out?
I can hear you perfect.
I hear you fine. I hear you good.
I'm like, what's going on here? Come on now.
How was
hear
it
you
when
good.
you heard us?
I can hear you guys fine. I know what you guys were saying about the dipping out a little bit when I was listening back. It looks like it may be dipping a bit. I don't know how to fix it though.
Does it show up on your audio meter?
Yeah, I mean,
It does.
dipping a little bit, but I'll try to fix it. Guys, keep going.
You could always like plug or take the mic out and try to plug it back in.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna try a couple things.
All right, sounds good. Yeah,
It's gonna be
man.
interesting though.
What what did you say? Sorry.
It's gonna be interesting though with this whole Bronny thing. Like,
Yep.
I know Philly they would be probably, and let us know, chat, how you would feel if Daryl Morey uses that 16th pick on Not on Bron, on Bronny. Let us know, because let's just say Jared McCain is on the board, right?
Yep.
And they pick Bronny, they might burn the city down. I mean, they might riot on Broad Street.
If Jared McCain was on the board,
it would be bad. I think it would be bad. So
if this
but it
night
might be some
ends,
people being like, I don't know.
dude, if this night ends and we get Ronnie, I mean, come on now. Come on. Come on.
I know.
The Knicks get OG and Mikel, and we get Bronny. Yeah, there will be riots.
I just want KD, man. I've been saying it for a while. I want Kevin Durant over here in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. I mean, the egos, I don't know how it would all fit, but just from a basketball standpoint, you put Kevin Durant in the mix with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Those three guys, if they were to go up against the New York Knicks, they would have 3 of the top 4 best players. That's how I feel.
Do you guys hear me better now or no?
I still hear you.
Chat, can you guys hear
chat,
me or
chat.
no? If not, then we'll try something else. But let me know. Let me know how we're sounding. Somebody said,
I agree.
Philly Sports Fire says, I'm a pass on Durant. But how would you feel about KD?
Man, somebody just said the KD curse would be looming on us if we got him. I mean, yeah, it's just about like who will we trade to get him, because here's my thing, and we'll get into it a little bit later on tonight. But it's like, if Tyrese Maxey doesn't improve off of and just build off of what he did in the postseason, because in the postseason he was playing like a top 15 player in the league.
It was.
If Joel Embiid, if he doesn't stay healthy, which we all know is a huge question mark, if both of those things don't happen, we can get anybody in the league. We're not winning nothing. We're not getting out the East. We're not. So it's gotta be like, all right, cool. If KD comes, cool. But if Joel Embiid isn't healthy in the postseason, if Tyrese Maxey doesn't make another jump, I don't expect. I mean, it's gonna be just like Phoenix. I mean, KD just got bounced out the first round, so it ultimately is gonna come down to our 2-star players at the end of the day. Like, that's what it is.
all right.
Let's see.
I just want to say the draft's about to begin. I think, because I see Adam Silver out here. So again, I just want to check with the chat. If am I still cutting in and out? If I'm good, drop a 1 in the chat, and hopefully we get this thing underway. Glitch says it's good in the chat. Shout out to Glitch.
You good but fire Morey.
That's funny.
All right, well, chat, let me know at any point if it does dim down or go out. We'll try to fix it, but appreciate you guys being patient other than that one weirdo in the chat. But anyway, we are here, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Time to make something happen. Time to make something happen. So my take on it, honestly, is that I think the Sixers are going to trade this pick. I think they're going to trade it for a role player to win now. I feel like a big trade is coming tonight. Maybe I'm crazy, but you're watching the Knicks who just got Mikal Bridges, and then you're watching, the Knicks re-sign Anunoby. Every other team is getting better. Teams are getting better than they were, and they already beat us in the playoffs. So Sixers need to do something, man. That's my take on it.
Oh, I agree. 1,000% agree. I've been told by people that we should probably give up Joel and just start over again. And with the way that Daryl thinks, he's not going to do that. That's just not a rational thing. And honestly, the way that I feel about it is if I don't care if Joel is healthy. Obviously, I care about if he's healthy and if he's not healthy, but I still want to go to war with Joel, man. Like, he's one of the top 5 best players in the NBA, and I just feel like that if you were to trade him, you would never get the same thing. And what if he wins a championship somewhere else? And that's how I feel about the whole thing. And it's tough because everybody wants to win, and I hate being stuck, but I'll still take competitive basketball over going back to the process years and trying to rebuild the whole thing again, because that's just not fun to watch.
By the way, the Hawks are on the clock officially. This has been like the most wide open draft, so people don't even know who's going to go number 1. Who do we think's going to go number 1? I don't know. Probably Zach Edey if I had to pick, because it sounds like Alex Sarr wasn't even interviewed by the Hawks or didn't want to meet with them. So I would probably say it's going to be Edey, but also, by the way, don't spoil it in the chat. We're going to try not to look at the chat that much, but especially when we get near the Sixers pick, only let us know. Like, if a trade is going on or something, just say Woj bomb in the chat. That's how we roll with things. But other than that, fellas, it's going to be a good night to get underway. They split the draft up into 2 days, by the way. So it's only round number 1. I don't know why they split it up, but that's where we're at.
Oh, so, you know why. You know why.
I don't know why. Yeah, but they're going to get less viewership. Who's tuning in tomorrow at 4 p.m.? I got a birthday tomorrow. I'm not tuning in at 4 p.m.
You want to know why? If Bronny doesn't come in the first round, people going to watch to see if he get in that second round.
He's definitely getting drafted. There's no way he doesn't get drafted.
Yeah, got to.
Also, chat, we might open the phone lines at some point, so we'll keep you updated on that. But let us know your thoughts. We got almost 300 people in here. Drop a like on the show. Shout out to Miles, JJ, RB in the house. Yeah, guys, tomorrow's my birthday. I just have one wish for the Sixers. Can we please get somebody either that will contribute this season, or can we use the pick in a trade to get better and get somebody that can play this season? That's my only wish. We're watching these other teams get better. We have to do something. That's my hope.
I just want to win a championship. And anything that can just get me over the top. That's all I want, bro. I mean, I have to be honest with you. I'm celebrating the Phillies, and honestly, with the way the things are going, parade down Broad Street would be great for the Phils, but it just feels so weird just looking at the Sixers team and just seeing them as just in the same spot over and over again.
I feel like a Cowboys fan. My pops is a Cowboys fan, and I troll him all the time. So I kind of get that taste of my own medicine when it comes to basketball season. But I just got a tweet from Shams, though. Number 1 pick has been chosen.
Damn, you're out here
peeking.
You're peeking away.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna
Check.
try. I'm gonna
Wow.
try my best not to look at Shams.
Yeah, they. See, the thing is, and they did the same thing during the NFL draft where they would like tweet out like
I know.
who the pick was. I'm like, you're kind of ruining it, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. I feel that way too. I definitely feel that way too. Do you guys have like any sort of sleepers on like who the Sixers could draft, like if they're available, that you would take?
Yeah, something I mentioned somebody on the wing, and I really like Ryan Dunn as well.
I like him
Forward
too.
for Virginia, elite defender, athletic wing. I think he's great in transition as well as like a lob threat, but he cuts to the basket a lot, moves off the ball. He's a 20% 3-point shooter, so that's probably why I would drop to 16. But if he can even get to like the low 30s in the league, might be asking a lot. But really his calling card is defense. So again, if we can stack the deck with as many defenders as we can to combat these fantastic, skillful wings, man, that would be great. So Ryan Dunn was somebody that if we pick him, I ain't mad.
Sorry, I'm just checking my audio again. Let me know in the chat if it's dipping out or not. But yeah, I like Ryan Dunn. I think he's gonna go in the 20s. My number one guy is Dalton Knecht in this draft. I think he's an absolute stud. I think he's going to be the best player in this draft, but he's not going to be there at 16. I like Devin Carter. He was originally mocked to the Sixers. He's probably not going to be there at 16. I like Jared McCain out of Duke. But the question is, like, are we even going to keep this pick? Like, I don't know what to expect.
No.
Like, should we keep this pick? Or are we going to move it for a role player? You know?
The problem is that it depends on which player it is.
Here we go.
That's the
I haven't
that's
seen
the really tough thing about it. And I don't.
And the pick is Zachary Rasachier, number
Not
one
a
overall.
surprise.
So I'm not really surprised by that. Who knows? Maybe this guy will be really good. What is he? 6'11", I think. So, yeah, pretty good handles, and Atlanta gets their guy. Atlanta is like their first time ever being number one, second time. So, been a long time coming for that franchise. Who knows what they do next? Maybe they move Trae Young. Maybe they move DeJounte Murray. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, when I heard reports that they were looking at Donovan Clingan for the number one pick, I almost bust out laughing. I was like, no way, no way. But it's interesting. We're gonna see what Atlanta do if they keep Trey, keep DeJounte. Like they're gonna move at least one of those guys this offseason. So interesting.
I'm interested to see what the Rockets do after the Wizards, because is the whole KD thing true? I don't know.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think the Rockets are going to get KD. I think they're interested though. I think they'll try to get him, but question is, will the Suns actually move him?
I know. That's the tough
Yeah.
thing about it. Yep.
Then I saw on first Stephen A was like, "Oh, trust me, KD or the Suns want KD out of there." And then Matt Ishby is like, "Don't believe these reports." But these front off, these owners be lying. Reporters lie. I mean, they get false info too. But I think when you talk about KD, usually if there's rumors about him leaving somewhere, 9 times out of 10, as we've seen going from Golden State to Nets, now it's Suns, like usually they come true.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I wasn't surprised that Zach ended up going as the first overall pick. I thought that was going to be Atlanta's guy, and they got their guy, and Honestly, like a 1-2 punch with him and Trey might be deadly if Trey does stay. That could be a really interesting chemistry type of a thing. Like the alley-oop passes that Trey's going to make to him. That'd be wild.
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna end up moving off one of these guys, to be quite honest with you, like Murray or Trey. I don't see a way that they can both stay together, for the future, in my opinion.
I think Murray's going to go, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did move on from Trey. And if the Sixers are in on that talk, that'd be interesting. I don't know
For
how
who?
you
Trey
guys would
Young?
feel about that. Yeah, for Trey Young.
Oh heck no, heck no, heck no.
Nah,
Nah, nah, nah, nah. Not with Maxey.
I think that defense in the backcourt is going to be terrible.
That would be terrible. That would be terrible. I
Yeah,
would like now DeJounte. That's somebody
yeah,
I can
I
get
take him.
behind DeJounte. I can get
I agree with
behind
that.
DeJounte. He can guard a guy like a Jalen Brown. You know, maybe not. He'll do something. He's a very good defender, DeJounte. So
Yeah,
I would like that.
I think Dejounte kind of reminds me a little bit of like a D'Anthony Melton, but he's better, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, just the whole defensive, like, athleticism. He's a good rebounder. Obviously, he's a really good passer, and he's a good 3-point shooter too. So I think that him and Maxey would actually be really, really good together too.
Second pick
Yeah.
is in by the Washington Wizards. Obviously, a frustrating franchise if you're a fan of that team, but they need to hit on one of these big time picks, man. I feel like they've missed a lot, and Wizards have their chance. They're probably going to take Alex Sarr. That's been the rumor this whole draft process. Maybe they'll surprise us, go with Donovan Clingan, but probably not. Probably not. We do have a $5 super chat. Hayden Azanaro says, RB, remember last year the whiteboard got leaked. Only the Sixers. Hopefully Morey does something. It's never the Sixers. And that's what I was saying on my tweet last night. People got all mad. It's always somebody else making the big trade. And everybody's telling me we don't want to give up extra assets. We don't want to, pay money. We have 60+ million in cap space. This is the summer where we have to make a move. We have to take a risk. And right now the options are dwindling. So, look, I hope they figure it out, man.
Yeah. My question is, like, what is going to make us happy tonight? Like,
Trading
is
for a player
is
that
there
can contribute off the rip.
so even if it's like Jimmy Butler, like, are we going to be happy about that or no?
I
I
would be
think,
very happy.
yeah, if we get Jimmy, people will be happy. I think there was reports that he's gonna play out his year in Miami. Uh, but getting Jimmy, that would be great. That would be great. But it's not much you can really change with this team. Like it's Zach Levine, that's not gonna move the needle.
That's not gonna
Uh, not gonna move the needle. You defend for real. I would
Here
like
we
a
go.
Lauri Markkinen. That would be a great addition. That would make Sixers fans happy for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Pick number 2, Alex Sarr, center out of France, going to the Washington Wizards. So we figured those would be the top 2 picks, but now it gets very interesting with the next like 3 to 7, 3 to 8 range. Because you got guys in the mix like Rob Dillingham, who originally were top 5 mocked. And now, they're saying he could go 10, 11, 12, 13. If Rob Dillingham ever fell to the Sixers, you don't even hesitate to make the pick.
No.
Ron Holland's in the mix, Donovan Clingan. You got Stephon Castle, like all these guys who it's like pick and choose. Like there's not one guy. It's more about fit, in my opinion. Like depending on the team, San Antonio's got a couple picks. I think this next like 5 to 6 picks is really going to shake up how we look at this draft. Like the top 2 are done. Here's where it gets very interesting. Who do you guys think should go at number 3?
I think that the Rockets probably should go for. Uh, I'm gonna say that they probably could use a wing, so I'm probably gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Dalton.
You think he goes
I
at number
think
3?
I think Dalton could go number 3. I do.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. I think that would be a great pick by them. I think I think Dalton is the most pro ready prospect
Yep.
in this draft. Might not have the highest upside, but in terms of like a shooter, he can space the floor for Sengun, let Jalen Brown go ahead and go to work, drive, kick. I would say
Jalen Green.
Jalen Green, yeah,
Yeah,
Jalen
I
Green
got you.
rather.
I got you.
And I would say Brian Shepherd. We saw that he had one of the like the best vert in the draft. That
Yeah.
surprised me. That surprised me. Obviously, he's a great shooter. Maybe him coming off the bench, learning from a guy like Fred Van Vliet, championship guy.
Yeah.
That could be something for them.
Chat, let me know just one more time. Just want to make sure that I'm not like dipping in or sounding like my mic's going out. So let me know in the chat right now. We got you covered all night long. It's going to get interesting in about an hour. So we got you covered. Shout out to my guy JB, $2 super chat. He says Feliz cumpleaños from Hunting Park. Shout out to JB, a regular viewer of the show. Thank you for supporting us, man. I'm going to agree with Miles. I think it's going to be Reed Sheppard, if I had to predict. He's been mocked to the Rockets this whole pre-draft process. He's an absolute sniper. I'm not as high on him in terms of being a superstar like other people are, but at his floor, he's going to be a very good, at least, role player or just like a good starter for a long time. I think he shot like 46% from 3. Rockets need a guard. They didn't get Bridges. It's pretty obvious, in my opinion, that it's going to be Reed Sheppard. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be Dalton Knecht. Maybe it could be Stephon Castle, who I think is a really high upside player in this draft. But we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think Reed is a bad pick at all. I think that he's a guy that shot like 54% from the field last year. He's one of those one and done guys, but I think that his ceiling is pretty good, and he could definitely make them better. He's not a bad passer. He can definitely get some assists like when he needs to, and I think that the chemistry between him and Sengun will be really really good, and also with Green as well. So that could be something that's really good. And obviously, he goes into a system with Ime Udoka as the head coach, so that certainly helps as well. So
Shout out to John Castiglio and my guy. Let's see if the sound effects work, by the way. Let's see if they work.
yes,
I don't
sir.
know. I don't know how it sounded on the thing. Did that work?
It
It's pissing me off now, but hey, hopefully we're good. John says, I'm going to be very concerned if the Sixers make a selection at number 16. Morey has to act tonight. He owes it to Joel and Maxey. Yeah, I agree.
It was a
How
lot.
do y'all feel about what Daryl Morey has been as the GM? I feel like folks either like are really against him or they're like, man, he didn't really get, he like inherited like a bad situation. What's y'all thoughts on Daryl Morey though?
It's hard to judge him because in some ways he had to clean up the mess that Brett Brown made, but also I liked the Al Horford move. I would do that a lot. Getting off of that contract was a lot. I wish that they would have found a way to trade Tobias Harris. I don't understand why they ended up holding on to him, or if there were even uh, teams that were out there that were actually willing to take on the contract. I thought that I heard that the Pistons were willing to do it, and I thought that they should have just dumped that and tried to get something for it. And that kind of made me a little mad. I would still do the Ben Simmons for James Harden trade any day. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. James Harden is a way better player than Ben Simmons is, and we can see where Ben Simmons is right now. Yeah, they could have gotten Tyrese Halliburton, and I think that would have been awesome, but I'll take the James Harden trade any day.
Pick number 3 is Reed Sheppard out of Kentucky, the freshman. He is going to Houston. So
Wow.
I think I'm 3 for 3 right now. I think I'm 3
There
for
you
3.
go.
All right. Number 4, who are we going with to the Spurs? I'm going to go Stephon Castle. Stephon Castle. I think
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, Stephon.
UConn is nice,
He
man.
Castle, I saw him. I was at MSG for the Big East tournament. I was helping cover that, and seeing him with UConn, like you could just tell he's different. He's doing this as a freshman. He can defend at a high level. He can create his own shot. He rebounds great. He has some really good vision. I think that him and that San Antonio Spurs, the development system, I mean, that's a match made in heaven. Match made in heaven. I think that. But I also Rob Dillingham too. That's hard. Robert Cat, I don't know, man.
The thing I like about Stephon is that he has a really big wingspan and he has room to grow. I know that he didn't shoot the three ball well this year, but that can obviously change. And I also believe that under a system of Greg Popovich, he'll try to get the most out of him. And it just seems like that would be a really good match made in heaven with Victor Wembanyama.
Another thing about Stephon Castle is that he's just a really good defender too. Like he's going to be a great two-way player,
sure.
And even if he can't shoot that well, like he's just going to impact the game at a high level. And I just like players like that. So I'm going to say it's Castle at number 4, but I feel like there's a range of guys that could go here, to be honest.
That Rob Dillingham, his ability to create off the dribble is something that the Spurs lacked this season. I mean, Jeremy Shohan, come on. So like, I think that's an element that Rob has that Castle hasn't developed to that ability as of yet. Not saying he can't, but when you do look at Castle, you look at that's a Spurs type of player. That's a Spurs type of player. And you look at how even Kawhi, how he started out and how he ended with the Spurs. I mean, look, you can be one way and then you improve drastically in that Spurs system. So
I feel like Nikola wouldn't surprise me if they went for him too, because it really seems like that they like to draft a lot of guys that are from overseas. I mean, maybe the philosophy is a little bit different this year, but when they drafted Manu, of course, like they had Tony Parker, of course, and I don't think that that's really far fetched either. Like he's really really young and he has a lot of room to grow.
My bad, guys. I'm still trying to fix his audio. I don't think I'm going to be able to though. Someone said Don't Connect is the best player in his class. I agree with that. I think Don't Connect's a star, man.
I think he's good too. I think he's gonna have a good career. If obviously he has to stay healthy, but it seems like that the ceiling for him seems like it's really high. Athleticism, versatility, you know, he can work on a mid range and shoot the three ball well. He's gonna be just fine.
I think if Dalton goes to OKC or the Heat, the
That's
league is in trouble.
that's
Those
that's
two teams. If he goes to Detroit, if he goes to Charlotte, I ain't worried. I ain't worried. But if he goes to OKC or the Heat, man, it's gonna be scary hours.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. You know, I was gonna ask you. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't really seen any sort of trades yet. But like, which team do you think that no one's talking about? Which team do you think is actually going to make a trade that is sort of under the radar?
That's an interesting question. I think got, the Spurs on the clock, Detroit, all the teams that are like bottom feeders, like Charlotte, even like Portland. I don't see them like trading. I could see a Grizzlies team trading down. Perhaps potentially, I heard they might package, Marcus Smart in something. They might do
Uh,
that. That could be a team in the mix. The Jazz, I don't know. I don't even know where the Jazz are at. Even like Chicago, even like Chicago, bro. Like there were Chicago saying, "Oh, we're trying to win now," and then you trade away Caruso for Josh Giddey. Like clearly, you're building for the future. Like same with
yeah,
the
I feel.
Nets. Like stop trying to cap.
Yo,
Um,
yo, the Spurs, their room right now looks really happy, like calm and happy. They're like, yeah,
Wow.
here comes pick number 4. Let's see who it is.
Oh boy.
it's gonna be
Stephon
Rob.
Castle. Yo,
Wow.
4 for 4, baby. Let's go. Here's where
Yep.
I get stumped because the Detroit Pistons are gonna throw everything out of whack. The Pistons are gonna piston.
Watch the Pistons. Watch the Pistons draft
Pistons.
Rob.
All right, let's see who
Watch.
the big board is right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I guess I'm fresh it. Yeah, there we go.
But that's
So
a great
Clingan
move.
is
That's a great move for them.
it is. It is a good move for them.
And that's the best situation for Castle. It definitely is.
All
Best
right,
situation for
number
him.
5, Detroit Pistons. I think it's either gonna be Matas Buzelis. I think it could be Kopich. I think it could be Rob Dillingham. I don't know. I'm gonna guess Buzelis. That's gonna be my guess. What about you guys?
Oh boy.
Also, chat. Can you guys hear me or no? Because like some people are saying my thing is dipping, and some people are saying no. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
say Dalton. If they was smart, they picked Dalton because
I
they need
agree.
shooting.
I agree.
They need shooting. The Pistons ranked in the bottom 7 in 3-point shooting last year. I mean, if you need some shooters to build around Cade Cunningham, allow him to work, you
is
gotta go with shoot.
but see then is Cade really a building block? That I don't know. Like I I don't really like see the I think that Cade is more of like a supplementary piece. And I think that they gotta go for a big. I think that Klingan would honestly be like a good fit for them because of the center position. I don't think Duren's there anymore. So who's really their big they have?
Oh, did Durant get traded? I might have missed that. No, he was there. He was cashing in some parlays.
No, he's still there. He's still there.
Jalen Duren's still there?
I believe so. Yeah, but
Okay.
Yeah, if they
he
still
might get
have
traded,
him,
though.
I feel like I feel like Clingan out the gate is gonna be better or far better than Durant. Nah, I mean he's stick. I don't know what I don't know what this Clingan hype is. I think Edey is better. Maybe I'm a casual. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. If that I'll charge it to that. That's just me. I mean I saw a championship game. I saw what Edey did.
There's our first disagreement. I am completely against Zach Edey. If the Sixers
ya?
draft Zach Edey, throw it out. Throw it out. I'm telling you, man, because people are looking at like Zach Edey during the tournament. This guy was a second round pick at best, like 40s, 50s, and the draft process, the combine press process, all that went on, and now people are saying, "Oh, this guy is like, he's going to be the next Yao Ming." I'm like, I watched every game, and I'm not saying he's not good, but he's slow. His mobility's not there. He has no offensive game outside of the paint, and he also sometimes doesn't have the intensity. Like he's got a stone cold face and he just like wanders around. So I'm not big on Zach Edey. I understand why a team would take him late in the first round, but not an investment I want to take.
What about what if the Sixers drafted him as a backup center?
No, I don't want that.
You think
He's
it's
not
like a
better
Mo
than
Bamba
what we
2.0?
got?
But I'm
You think
saying
it's
better than Bamba?
in the first round though, I don't want that in the first round.
Yeah,
Chat, what do you
I don't
guys think
we
about
should
Zach
draft
Edey?
I don't think we should draft a backup center.
Chat, what do you
I
guys think
just-
about Zach Edey? Yes or no? Let us know. We're going to get to all the comments, I promise. And we're going to open the phone, so don't worry. Let's shout some people out in the chat, by the way. The Pistons are still on the clock. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. The Detroit Pistons have had how long to go over all these scenarios? You know what I mean? And they fire Monty Williams after one season. I could go on a whole rant on the Pistons. I'm mad at the Pistons, and I don't even care about the Pistons. They have no strategy as an organization.
They made the Knicks better. We could have had Bojan, and we also could have had Burks, but guess what? They made the Knicks better too, so I ain't happy about that either.
We're getting a ton of no's in the chat about Zach Edey. They're saying, heck no, we don't want this guy. Not even close.
Yeah, I mean, would that be my first pick?
Zach Edey, first pick?
Nah. First pick. But I think he over Clingan, though, for sure.
No way.
Yes,
Clingan's the guy in
bro.
this draft. Outside of Knecht, Clingan's going to be good,
What
man.
is he?
He's a sophomore.
What about Clingan? He's like a stick to me. People say Edey's a stick. What's up with Clingan?
Clingan has a lot more upside than Edey, for sure.
I do think that Klingan's a better defender. Sure.
Like, Edey's
I think
a
he's
monster.
a better rim protector.
I don't know. Edey's
just
a
from
monster around the rim.
defensive. Yeah.
Edey's a
Yeah.
monster. Like, Clingan can move. Clingan's got a high IQ outside of the paint, like as a
Yep.
passer. But Edey, I can't do it. Like, people are just hyping this guy up, but they keep showing Clingan here on the TV. I feel like they're
I
trying to
know.
bait us, though.
They picked.
Yeah.
That would be a pass on Dalton.
These next couple picks. I know, by the way, because the audio has been messed up, so I'm trying to fix that. But I don't know if you guys saw this, but another trade happened right before the draft, too. Let me pull it up here real quick. It was this one. Denny Avdia,
Oh, yes.
a sleeper target. He got traded to the Blazers for Brogdon and the 14th overall pick and a 2029 pick. Some people are like, who the hell is Denny Avdia? But could have been another sleeper target, you know? Even, what about Malcolm Brogdon? Could he be a buyout guy? I don't know, man.
I think that the Wizards are going to try to trade Malcolm Brogdon. Kind of like the Chris Paul deal. Like when they ended up getting Chris Paul and then the Warriors ended up trading for him. But I really don't know. I've always wanted Malcolm Brogdon. I always thought that he'd be a really, really good fit here.
Here we go.
I like how he's a dog.
Pick
I
number 5.
I still can't get over the fact that he won Rookie of the Year over Dario Saric. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I still can't stand for that.
Pick
but
number 5
Even
has been made, and it is Ron Holland II. Interesting pick. He is out of the G League Ignite. Some people had him as high as like 4 or 5. Some people had him at like 10, 11. He was like one of those swinger picks that like you really don't know. Like he could bounce back and forth, but pretty good defender, decent wing. But I don't know, man. This is like an up in the air pick for me. Like it could work out really well, but he also could not. So
this is a Pistons type of pick.
It's Pistons. It's the
he led the
Detroit.
G League Ignite with 19.5 points per game last year and 2.5 steals per game. So Definitely a lot of upside, but what's his ceiling at the 5th overall pick? So I don't know, man. By the way, we got 300
I don't
people
know.
plus in here. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the show. Welcome on in NBA draft. Boy, oh boy. It's getting interesting out here, fellas. Got the Charlotte
know.
Hornets on the board now.
Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know what Troy Weaver's doing.
I definitely think they'll try to get Rob Dillingham for sure.
The Hornets.
I'll be shocked. Yes. Yes. It might sound crazy because they got LaMelo and all that. Nah, I think they do that and then ship off Terry. No, matter of fact, I'm tripping because Terry's on the Heat. He was just on there. But yeah, I think they'll get robbed.
I forgot the Spurs have another pick, like 2 picks. Forgot about that. They got 2 top 10 picks.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Spurs can really transform their team right now, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a chance. Yeah, Rob for the Hornets would be an interesting pick for them. Does Rob kind of remind you more of like a shooting guard type of like a combo, like with a LaMelo?
Yeah, because like LaMelo's more of that, like he's a
Pass
facilitator.
first. Yeah.
And then you
That's
see
how I feel
Rob
about it
as
too.
he a scorer for real.
Right.
He's gonna create his own shot.
Bro, all these
Yeah.
Kentucky Wildcats.
To be honest with you, Rob Dillingham, like, he probably has some of the best handles in his draft. Like, he has a lot of upside for sure.
Yeah, he's a bucket getter. He really is. He is a bucket getter. Thing is that he doesn't really have. I mean, will his defense improve? I don't know, but he's a little bit small. But I think that offensively speaking, I think that he'll definitely provide a big impact from just a scoring perspective.
Somebody in the chat said Daryl Morey's going to trade our first-round pick to get Eric Gordon.
The Rockets reunite party, man.
Well, he actually did try to create the Philly Rockets. He had Harden, he had PJ Tucker, Daniel House.
He did. And DeAnthony Melton was originally drafted by him too.
Yeah.
You guys, what's the probability that we end up with a Houston Rocket tonight on our team?
50-50. I think it's 50-50, bro. I do. A former Rocket. Any former Rocket or a current Rocket. Yeah, 50-50.
I wouldn't be surprised. Daryl Morey, man.
Yeah. I know. Bro, I wonder if if they're gonna be on the clock and then he's just gonna wake up. Like that wouldn't really surprise me either.
You remember that?
What if he actually misses the pick?
You remember that interview a couple years ago where like he came and it looked like he just woke up like 5 minutes before. They were like, "Did this guy just wake up before the draft? Like, what's going on here?"
I know. I remember that.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
That was really crazy. But yet, he always comes on to the Rights of Ricky Sanchez show.
He always pops up, man. He's actually going to be talking tonight after the first round, so I'm interested to hear what he has to say.
If they make a trade for somebody, then yeah, but like if they don't really do anything splashy, what really is there to say? Like, honestly, that's a chance, I think, for the media to go at him pretty hard. And I wonder how he's going to respond to that.
At who?
To the media.
No. Who's the player you're talking about?
Oh, no, we're talking about Daryl Morey.
Oh, Daryl Morey.
The press conference. With the press conference tonight.
Yeah, because
the media has to be on their A game tonight.
Yeah, if I was in there, I'd be like, all right, you see the Celtics aren't going anywhere. You see the Knicks making moves. the Bucks going to come back? Are you content with the roster that you have now, or what moves are you making now?
Right.
Even with the whole Paul George thing, I wasn't in favor of Paul George. At this rate, it's like, all right, I mean, shoot, I'll take like anything at this point. But the problem is with Paul George, it's like he doesn't even want to be in Philly. That's why the Sixers we're gonna give him a max contract, but he don't want to be in Philly. And it's probably because James Harden told him that Daryl Morey's a liar.
You know what's crazy though
Yep.
is like, what happens if we don't get Paul George? Like, where do we go then? Are we going for another gap year or what?
And Embiid's 30. It's like, come on, he probably got like 3 years.
It's just tough, man. And any way you look at it, like this franchise is just so cursed. I know that RB and I have like talked about it. We could literally write a whole book just about this whole entire franchise over the last 10 years. And it's just I feel like that this is just another thing that you just have to add over to the books. You know, you gotta write a chapter about this. And I just at the end of the day, I just want to see Joel just win a ring, man. And we're in such a tough spot. If he doesn't make a move, he's gonna get criticized. If he makes the wrong move, he's gonna get criticized. There's not really a good free agency class, and with the trades, it's like hit or miss.
That's why we're kind of cursed, because the one time we have money, the one time we get off Tobias Harris books, is nobody in the free agent class that
Correct.
is really, like, we really need to get that guy. My person was OG. And I mean, we haven't even got our pick yet, and he's out the picture.
Well, Portland just traded up, I think.
Portland was at number 7.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Chat, how are we feeling about Paul George to the Sixers? Like, is that our main thing now? Now that all these guys are going off the board? Here we go. Pick number 6. Charlotte Hornets select Tidjane Salaün out of France.
Damn.
This guy was a late sleeper though. Like he started coming up recently in top 10s, but I don't know much about him, to be honest.
Yeah, he is. I was gonna say like he's a shot maker, but it's a risk. It's definitely a risk.
Chat, how am I sounding now? Let me know. Am I still dipping out or what?
I'm echoing. Oh boy,
You're echoing? I don't really hear that.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that echo.
You still
you're
hear it now?
echoing too,
You still hear it?
Miles. That's probably on RB's end.
How about now?
Yeah,
Again?
yeah. That's better.
You guys are echoing or no?
No. I'm not echoing now.
All right. I think it's just my audio that's like dipping out on my OBS. I don't know why.
It's weird.
But everybody's saying it's good. So if you guys can hear me and it's not lowering, we're good. Lego Maego, what's up, bro? Shout out to all the members in the chat, by the way, man. Shout out to the chat. He said, bro, it's over. Caruso, no. Monk, no. Mikhail, no. OG, no. PG, no. Jimmy, no. What's left for us to do here? Seriously. Shout out to Lego, man.
Lego my Lego.
Lego's a diehard of the channel.
Shout out to Lego, man.
All right, number 7 at Portland. They just traded for Denny Avdia. They traded away Brogdon. Who do we think they go with? I'm going to say Donovan Clingan goes here. That'll be my prediction. I think they need a big.
But they got Aiden.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they have DeAndre Ayton.
You really banking on DeAndre Ayton? Come on, man. They're going Donovan Clingan here. He had the pre-draft workout with Portland. I think it's almost an automatic.
I have to disagree with you. Because I do think that DeAndre is their guy, but how's that gonna mesh? Like, are you gonna build a Twin Towers type of a thing with Clingan and Ayton?
I think they're going to move off of Ayton eventually. I mean, the guy doesn't like basketball. He's like Ben Simmons of centers. Guy is in a championship, and then he's getting scolded by his coach and doesn't care.
Yeah.
Who's
gonna take him though?
The thing with Ayton at the end of last season, he started turning up. So he should build off that and then go into the Olympics. He got a leadership role with Bahamas. So it wouldn't make. I want them to get. If Dalton really falls this far, but that should be a guy they should look at.
They got to get a wing because they got Anthony Simons and you got Scoot. I don't think that they need another guard.
Right? Yeah, you got your two centerpieces at guard. You got Jeremy Grant, like the 4.
That's true. And then you got Avdija now. Avdija.
Yeah, I would say originally that, like...
And now your audio is bad. And now I'm echoing. Yeah.
Yup. Alright, hold up.
Yeah, they don't really need McCain.
Is it still bad?
I don't know, man. I don't know what the Trailblazers do.
It's interesting. Well, matter of fact, yeah, they got from Washington D.C. So they got a shooter there. Maybe they do draft Clingan and then trade away Ayton and then use those assets, to keep on.
I mean, Donovan's like he's definitely the more talented player. I mean, he's better.
You think Donovan Clingan is more talented than DeAndre Ayton?
From an overall perspective, I think that offensively, DeAndre Ayton's better offensively, but I think that defensively, Clingan's really good. And it's not like he's a bad offensive player.
So the pick is in, and it was Donovan Clingan. He just got picked by Portland.
Damn.
Hopefully, Clingan proves me wrong. I do not. I've seen him in person. He's like a stick to me, but that's what I think. We gonna see though. We gonna see.
He's a stick to you.
If he turned Hakeem the Dream, I'm gonna go out here and apologize. Like, we gonna see, man.
Bro, a stick. I didn't even think about that.
JJ and Miles, can you guys hear me good now?
Your audio still. It sounds a little bit over. How do I put it?
Yeah, it's
over modulated. Is that the right word? I don't know. It sounds more like a megaphone.
All right,
that's a good comparison.
Yeah,
maybe it's like
I try, man. I try.
Maybe it's like unplug it. Probably it's like unplug it or something.
Yeah,
maybe like go ahead and switch the output to like your Mac and then switch back whatever it is you want.
I think
it says in the chat that the audio is back to normal, but like for us, it's like,
yeah, on my end it sounds good, but like to you guys, it doesn't sound that good now.
Well, shoot, if the
chat says it's fine, then, like, by all means, like that's solely okay. That's all good to me.
How it sound? Is it cool, chat?
Does my audio sound good, chat? Let me know.
It says fine. We'll rock with it.
It says that it's fine, so it's not bad. It's fine.
But it's still bad to you guys though.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's good though, so we'll rock out.
Chris says that we just want to take over your show, but obviously. That's frustrating now.
Interesting. Wow.
The more I think about it, I'm actually surprised that Holland ended up going to the Pistons.
For real?
Yeah, I am. I figured that they were going to go for another guard. I thought Rob Dillingham would have been a good fit for them.
I think since they have Cade and Jaden Ivey, it's like, as much as I felt like Monty should have got at least one other year to prove himself.
Yeah.
I think there's still like we got two really good players, or potentially really two really good players in Cunningham and Ivy. So
Who do you guys think the Spurs are going with now for their second pick?
Dalton.
I think that'd be a home run draft, to be honest.
Dalton.
That would be a A plus.
It is an A plus draft for them.
That would be an A plus.
They have to get Dalton.
That's a great point. That's a great point. They gotta do that.
I mean, he just fits. He really does. Like, he fits what they're doing and like what they're trying to build. So if they get him, I think he's going to be a pretty good player, man. I really do. He's another bucket getter. You know, he's pretty fast too. And he's a guy that I think eventually he can get them like 30 points. Like, I'm not saying like 30 points a game, but like he can be one of those guys that turns into like one of those top scoring options, and that's going to give pressure off of Victor Wembanyama. I do.
I'll be honest with you guys. If we have Stephon Castle, Dalton Knecht, and Wemby, I mean, that's how you build for the next several years. Like, that is, if you tell me, like, how do you want to start off building this core going forward? That's like a prototype right there. How can you get better?
Spurs know how to do it, man. The Spurs know how to do it.
How can you get better than that? In 2 drafts with Wemby, Knecht, and Castle?
Even Rob too. If it's gonna be Rob or Dalton. It's gonna be Rob or Dalton.
I think Rob's not a bad pick either. But
no.
But anyway,
the thing is about Wemby is that he's sort of positionless. So that kind of helps them because they don't really have to get like a specific piece for him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what he was doing last season and Shohan wouldn't even pass from the ball. I mean, I'm like, give the best player on your team the ball, please. Please. Can we do that? Can we do that, please? Yeah, you can plug and play Wemby anywhere. He'll flourish.
Yeah,
I think if you bring in Rob, you know, Castle has shown to play off the ball. He did that at UConn. That would be a great selection. Ooh, he was about to see.
KZ says Morey should be looking to trade our pick at number 16. By the way, it seems like the audio's good now, so we apologize for the technical difficulties, but we're working through it, man. We're working through it. Here we go. Number 8 pick to the Spurs. No trades yet, by the way.
None.
Let's see who it is. It is Rob Dillingham out of Kentucky.
It's a good pick.
Oh,
Miles nailed it, man.
Good pick.
They're going to be nice, bro.
They are.
Because, like, the Kentucky guards are already nice to begin with.
They got Rob and Castle.
That's your 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Rob your 1, Castle.
Wait. Woj bomb.
Whoa.
Minnesota has traded for the 8th pick and Rob Dillingham. So he's going to the Timberwolves. Hold on, what's the trade for?
Wow.
Oh!
Hold on. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Ant-Man, bro. What?
Hold up.
What?
Hold up. Let's pull it up.
What?
Woj
my
bomb.
gosh.
Wait, let's see if the sound effects work.
Wow.
Oh, what?
Can you guys hear that? Drop a 1 if you can hear that in the chat. Does it sound good?
Gosh.
Woj bomb.
That is smart. That is so smart, bro.
Good for the Timberwolves, man. Seriously. That's
Drop a 1 if you guys could hear that good in the chat, man.
Damn.
We got some ones, guys. We are back. Let's go.
That's
go.
crazy.
Oh my god.
We fixed the audio, man. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. Pray. And for all the people in the chat that were complaining
Wow.
and left, shout out to you, man. Let's go. Yo, what did they trade for this pick? What did they trade?
Wow.
What pick did Minnesota even have? They had a late first, right?
They had the. I'm trying to see. Did they even have a first? Yeah, I guess so.
The first trade of the draft is one that nobody could have saw coming. The Timberwolves.
That's a good move for Minnesota.
I'm not going to
man.
say that yet, though, because what did they give up? Does that mean Conley's gone? Pretty much.
I just saw Woj said that the Memphis Grizzlies are planning on taking Zach.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Hold on, you spoiling picks out here? Zach who?
What's up?
Zach who?
Yeah, my man.
Zach who?
My man.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is why the Grizzlies are never going to be good. This may come back to bite me 10 years down the line. They're taking Zach Edey in the top 10?
Yeah.
In the top 10?
I just saw that.
What?
Oh, the team was at the 27th, man.
And my guy
That was
JJ spoiled it for us.
I'm sorry.
Top
I
10?
just got it on my phone.
Bro.
I just got it on my phone.
Wait, here we go. We got the updated trade. Hold up. There's too much going on at one time, bro. There's too much going on. Timberwolves are trading a 2031 unprotected first
round.
and a 2030 pick swap.
But that's 5 years from now.
Oh my God. 5 years.
I don't like
That's
that.
7
from the
years.
Spurs.
That's 7 years
Nah.
from now.
I don't like that from the Spurs.
Bro, that is an absolute steal by the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7 years out?
Yeah. Yeah, how valuable is that? That pick should be pretty valuable.
But the thing is, like, what Ant is? How Ant's to a 22? He
He'll
gonna
be 29, like
he'll
30.
be 29. They gonna be in
Yeah.
the thick of it.
Yep.
They gonna be
know.
a playoff contender if he's
Yep.
still there.
If he's still there. It's a good move for them, man.
Bro.
It really is.
This is what I'm talking about, man. But if that was the Sixers, they would have been mad that we gave up a 2031 first round pick. Like, bro. All right, let's take it one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are in here, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We finally, I think, got it straightened out. First off, I cannot believe the Grizzlies are taking Zach Edey in the top 10. I know it's your guy, Miles, but come on, man. The Grizzlies? Top 10? Bro, there's no way.
Have Edey at the 5, Jaren Jackson at the 4. Yeah,
Jared Jackson at the 4, next to Zach Edey. Bro.
Where's Steven Adams?
watch what Zach Edey do this year. I'm gonna come back.
Wow.
But I told y'all.
Wow. And the Timberwolves with an absolute steal of a trade. Why would the Spurs do that? For pick, this is 7 years down the line. This is 7 years. Unless there's something else we don't know.
If you gonna do that, you should at least get a pick for
All right.
next year.
Zach Edey to the Grizzlies. All right, fellas, I got to run something by you here, okay? Because, and chat, tomorrow is my birthday, all right? We are 3 hours away. And I would like to request a gift from the 76ers. If we can just make it 2 more picks, we trade up and we get Dalton Knecht. He didn't get drafted, right? I'm not tripping.
Nope.
He didn't get picked.
No.
We get the Bulls. I feel like are going to take him. If I had to guess. All right.
Yeah, who would the Jazz take? I don't know.
No spoilers in the chats.
Yeah.
Let's keep it going. But let me go over look at the best available. All right, let's refresh this. All right. So the best available right now, according to ESPN, we got Matas Buzelis, Dalton Knecht, Nikola Topic, Cody Williams, and Devin Carter is a dog too. I thought Carter would go top 10. I like Jacoby Walter. I like Jared McCain. Fellas, how are we feeling?
Yeah, if Jared McCain is there, you go ahead and take him.
What about,
I agree.
do we think there's any possibility that we get either Knecht or Devin Carter?
Knecht is a long shot, I think.
I don't think he's going to make it past Utah and Chicago. I don't think there's no way he does.
And if OKC gets their hands on him,
Sacramento could take him.
That'd be a crazy pick to OKC if they land Dalton Knecht with, and they just got Caruso.
Yeah. OKC is going to be really good. Yeah.
All right. Who do you guys think? Are you guys like looking at picks beforehand or nah? Because I'm not looking at them, but if not.
I'm on NBA.com. I'm just looking at their draft board.
Who do you guys think is going to get picked here if you haven't looked at the pick yet? I'm not looking at any in advance.
By Utah.
I think it's going to be Knecht, unfortunately. I don't think he'll drop another spot.
I agree.
He just makes too much sense. Can they trade us Markkanen now?
Yeah, Utah draft Knecht, give us Laurie.
Yeah.
But I feel like Danny Ainge, he's a Celtic at heart. He's not going to give us Laurie. He's not. He is Celtic at heart.
What if they went with Cody Williams?
Interesting.
Do you think that would make sense for them?
I'm not that high on Cody Williams, even though he is younger brother of Jalen Williams. I think he could end up being a decent player, but I just saw a lot of inefficiencies from him this year at Colorado. Like, there were just times, at one point he was talked about as the number 1 pick, and then he started to just kind of be very inconsistent with his game, and I have a lot of questions about him, but I could see him going in the lottery for sure.
They've said that.
Here we go. Please don't be Knecht or Carter. Cody Williams.
Wow, I got it.
Cody
That's
Williams.
wild.
That's bro. The Utah Jazz are another one, man. They're another one. I don't like the pick that much, but I like it for them. Guys, can we get Dalton Knecht, man? I need y'all to pray, man. Dalton Knecht to the Sixers? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't want to look at Twitter at all. I don't want to be spoiled by any picks.
Yeah, I'm going to close out the chat, and I'm probably going to turn off my Twitter notifications now. I wasn't even looking at the chat, to be honest with you, or even Twitter when that came out.
Guys, I'm being honest. Like, if Knecht or Carter is there at 16, I'm good with taking the pick. That's how I'm feeling at this point.
Chicago. We might as well just trade up from Chicago. We might as well do it.
Should we trade up? Would you be mad? What if a trade came out right now and it was like Sixers trade, a future unprotected first and the 16th pick, and they moved up to like 13 and they took Knecht? I think
Can we get Andre Drummond too?
I think Knecht with Maxey and Embiid. I think Knecht's a day 1 starter with Maxey and Embiid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't.
I would like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good thing too.
But it's not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen.
We have to trade up. We have to, I guess.
Yeah. What's the chances we take a backup center at 16?
Let's get
Messi.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't be surprised about that.
I don't want that.
We need one though. That's the thing. Like we need one though. Like
then just sign one in free agency.
Like it's not like glamorous.
Listen,
but like
I know. Look, I know people are not going to want to take a draft pick with this pick. But guys, like 3 of the top players are still here. And we're 4 picks away? But I'm scared about Chicago here and OKC.
That's me. I'm scared of OKC and the Heat.
I'm scared of the Kings. Like no one's really talking about them.
Who is your guys' top pick, like top player in this draft? Like that's still remaining.
I think it's the person who has the most superstar potential is Jared McCain.
Jared McCain. Yeah, he's young.
I think
shot really well last year.
I think for me.
All right, let me ask you guys this. Shout out to my guy John in the chat. I know I'm asking you guys a lot, but he makes a good point. What if a trade comes out and the Sixers trade the 16th pick and like 2 future firsts and they get Brandon Ingram?
I might walk off this job, bro.
I would not be happy with that.
I'm starting to feel like it may be Ingram. Just saying.
Bro, we could have had him over Ben Simmons.
A lot of guys over.
You want to hear something even funnier? Sixer fans are telling me that we should get Ben Simmons back on this team.
Whoever that is, they know.
I've seen it from multiple Sixer fans.
Have at it, man. Have at it. I mean, if that's just that's comical.
It'll be riots. It'll be riots on Broad Street. Like
I think so too.
Guys,
I think so too.
Guys,
my top player that's like that's still there right now probably has to be it's either McCain or Carter. I think that those are the 2 that are the top from just a talent perspective, but from a fit perspective, Dalton.
Guys, drop some fires in the chat. Let us know you're in here. We're going to shout you out. I'm going to try not to look at the chat so I don't get spoiled. Someone just said, get Rob Dillingham. He's already gone, man. He got traded to the Timberwolves for a pick 7 years down the line.
I can't believe it.
Shout out to Grace in the chat. We got I in here. Secret, what's up, bro? KZ, Justin, Fresh Prince, Young Shizzy, what's up? Omazy, what's good? Good luck with the Nova connection next year. Knicks are going to tear somebody up. Gabe, what's up? Lexi in the chat. Sixer, Eagle, Fanatic, Chiquita, Marsha, Gabe, Eli, let's go. We finally got it all fixed up and corrected, man. Guys, what do you think's going to happen here? What are the Sixers going to do? I need your final prediction at 9:13 p.m. Eastern time. Miles, I'll start with you. What do you think's going to happen at pick 16? Because you're sitting over there a little quiet. Like, you're like conflicted.
I'm really conflicted because I was against this move, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense.
I agree.
Jared McCain. If he's available, you take the best player who's available. And you see how it works. You see how it works.
JJ, what do you think?
I was against it too, but I'd rather take Dalton, man. I want wings that can just match athleticism.
Yo,
that's
Dalton,
how I feel.
Dalton Knecht, like this guy played for 3 years out of JUCO, and it looked like his career was going to be over. Then he went to Northern Colorado, averaged like 22 points a game. Then he transferred as a fifth-year senior to Tennessee and almost won College Player of the Year. He could shoot and score from all 3 levels, great jump shot, athleticism. I mean, he's shown upside as a defender. He's not the best defender, but that like you can work on that and just getting in better shape. But like I watched the tournament.
But Nick Nurse will definitely do a good job with getting him into those types of spots.
Exactly. I honestly think Knecht. I think he's 6'6" or 6'7". Like I think he starts from day one. I really think he has some of the most upside in this draft. And I'm not even like I was fine with trading a pick for a role player, but if Knecht is still available, there's no way you slide on that. There's no way. But Devin Carter as well. I think Devin Carter is going to be one of the best players in this draft.
How would he work? I mean, man, and he's a great rebounder for sure. As a
8.7 rebounds per game as a guard, which is nuts. I think who Devin Carter reminds me of though. He reminds me of Josh Hart. Like he just does all the little things. He shot 37% from three this last year. Can rebound the ball.
He's a really
needs
good
to work
rebounder.
as a good. He needs to work on getting better as a facilitator, but he can defend pretty much 1, 2, and maybe 3. Great point of attack guy, explosive. I love Devin Carter's game, and if he's there too at 16, I would highly consider taking him. But that's how I'm feeling.
My first pick would be.
Here we go. Cross your fingers, guys. Cross your fingers, please.
Oh boy.
Please.
Woosah.
Yes, they took Buzelis. They took Matas Buzelis. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Now we got OKC. Man.
Thank you, Bulls.
Oh boy.
They think that they can win a championship. That's the missing piece.
Yo, I gotta be honest. Like
Win now
Buzelis,
mode, right?
Buzelis is a really intriguing pick, but I feel like he could flop as well. Like, isn't he the guy that was talking smack to the number 1 pick in the draft? He was like, yeah, that guy can't beat me, like challenging him to a one-on-one. I like his confidence, but what are the Bulls doing? That's another organization I have a bone to pick with, man. The Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls said that they were going to contend for the playoffs, so they kept all their players. They traded Caruso now for Josh Giddey. They're going to lose DeRozan probably in free agency. They have to trade Zach LaVine. I don't get what the Bulls are doing. They could have traded Drummond and got a pick at the deadline. Why are they doing this? They got to get rid of Lonzo Ball. I forgot he was on that team.
And Vucevic.
It's bad.
Nikola Vucevic. Hey, I'll take him back on the Sixers.
Chat, I need your guys' prediction, man. Chat, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think the Sixers are going to do, man?
OKC. I don't know, man. This is what scares me.
We got 400 people in here. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. We're getting there.
Come on, Daryl.
Man. We almost getting there.
Come on, Daryl.
I feel like my guy Miles right now looks nervous. I feel like
so.
JJ is like, I know what's going to happen. Like something's like the Sixers are going to have Dalton Knecht on the board and they're going to take V Misi. Like
I'm going to be so mad.
If they do that, the stream's over.
Gosh.
If they do that, the stream's over, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I may not be happy about that.
My top 2 guys is McCain and Knecht. I just feel like OKC's about to get Knecht, bro.
You know who I think OKC's going to get for real? I think they're going to take Topic. They love those type of guys. Like, and the guy,
I wouldn't rule that out either. I was going to say that. I wouldn't rule that out either. I also wouldn't rule out Devin Carter either for them.
Or maybe Sam Presti will take like 6 picks in return. He'll like fleece one of these teams and just add on. What do they have? Like 30 picks in the next 7 drafts. So I could see it happening. Guys, we need one more like to get us to 200. Hit that thumbs up. We got almost 500 people in here. Let's go.
I still can't believe that Williams went to the Jazz and I got it right.
Let's go, JJ. JJ, you got to. What's the crystal ball looking like, man?
Yeah. Insider.
No.
We got the Thunder, the Kings, Trailblazers, and then the Heat.
Maybe. No, I don't think that they're going to go for him. They're not going to get Walter. They're not going to get
Walter,
Tristan.
I like him. I don't think he's going to go that high, though. I think he's going to fall into the 20s.
Jacoby's going to fall.
Let's go, man. Guys, no spoilers in the chat. I'm not looking at it. Here's the top available. I don't know why he's still up here, but there we go. Dalton Knecht, Nikola Topic, Devin Carter, Jacoby Walter, Jared McCain. That's 4 of my top 5 right here. Oh, by the way, how do you guys feel about Tristan da Silva? Because I'm honestly not that high on him, but every Sixer fan seems to look at his build as a forward, and they think he's like the perfect fit for our team. I just don't see it right now. I don't think he's in NBA shape yet. I think he has a good IQ and a good eye for the game. He can knock down shots. He's mobile as a defender, but I just think I think he's more built to just be a long-term role player. What do you guys think about Da Silva?
Thing is, with Da Silva, like, he's shown the ability to really work on his shot. Came in as a freshman shooting 26% from 3. He came out shooting 40% from 3. That shows a guy that he's going to get better and better over time. I wouldn't be mad at that either. Obviously, what we said, who our top guys are, but I ain't mad at Da Silva though.
All right,
6'8".
JJ, real quick, your thoughts on that, because the pick is in, so they're about to announce it in like 30
Da Silva, I don't want Da Silva. I don't.
The verdict is in. All right, no Da Silva. Guys, please don't draft Knecht. Come on, man. Still waiting for it, but.
Yeah, so am I.
Shout out to my guys though on here, man. JJ, Miles Johnson. They do great content, man. Be sure you guys are checking out their stuff. Definitely want to have them on more on the show. Glad they could join me for the draft show tonight. Interesting
having a good time,
situation.
Man. I really am.
We got free agency on Sunday, fellas. I mean,
yeah.
If they don't get somebody tonight, something's got to happen, right? I mean, we got 13 roster spots to fill, so
and $60 million in cap space.
Yeah.
I feel like where we're at, I feel like Sixer fans, as more guys get signed, like Anunoby, Bridges gets traded, the thoughts are starting to creep into their heads. Like, are we really not going to get one of these guys? Like, are we going to settle for Brandon Ingram or, Paul George? I don't even think PG's going to come here. Here we go. Please.
Yo, who called it?
Who called what?
Might be a little bit. One of y'all called it.
I see it.
One of y'all called it. One of y'all called it.
It was RB.
Nikola Topic, baby. I told you he was going to the Thunder, man. Yo, we need 3 more picks to go by. Dalton Knecht is on the board, man. He's on the board. JJ, don't. JJ, you might have cursed this, bro, because if the Kings take him right here, I really hope they don't. I hope they don't. Yo, if it comes down to Dalton Knecht, you got to take him, bro. You got to take him.
You got Sabonis and you got, what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name right now? Keegan Murray.
Guys, this is set up beautifully right now for the Sixers. I'll be honest with you. To take one of these guys.
I'm fine with McCain. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I didn't want anybody tonight, but now
Guys, I'm getting excited. Sixers don't do this to me, bro. I'm getting excited. How are you guys feeling right now?
Yeah, now I think about it, bro. We can't draft a backup center at 16. No, we can't.
No.
We can't.
Heck no.
No, we can't.
No.
Nah.
Chat, how are we feeling?
We gotta trade for that. We gotta trade for that or get in free agency.
All right. Chat, how are we feeling? I'm going to read a couple comments and then I'm going to not look at the chat. Sacramento's front office is watching the stream. Thanks a lot, RB. Yo, look, don't Knecht. Don't take him. He's not that good. He's not that good.
He's terrible. He really is.
All right, guys. Who do you think is going to get picked now? Miles, what do you think? I feel like Miles knows some inside information, the way he's sitting over there. I feel like he's got sources on the phone.
The Kings. It's interesting, right? Because they could use. I mean, they got a big. They got some wings. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade this pick.
Damn. You know what I just realized too? Not to interrupt your thought there, but I forgot Portland. Wait, Portland traded the pick, right? Yeah, they traded it.
Yeah.
The 14th pick. Because Portland did work out Dalton Knecht.
Well, you said Golden State is now at
14.
Golden State's at 14 now?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
Where'd you guys see that? The chat?
Oh no, you're not. Dang.
Wait, the Warriors traded or no?
No,
I saw it on the ESPN app.
Oh, yeah, you guys can't get
maybe it was they had like the Kings had the Warriors pick, like it was already a trade.
Not the ESPN app. I'm sorry, I saw it on the website.
No spoilers, guys. Once we get close to the Sixers pick, we can't look at anything, man.
Yep.
I was actually nervous a second ago because I forgot Portland worked out Dalton Knecht, but they traded the pick. You guys are silent right now.
I know for a fact. I'm like very, very confident Jared McCain's gonna be there at 16. I feel like Miami, if they get anybody, is gonna be Knecht.
Bro,
I don't want that to happen though.
You guys aren't looking at the picks, right? Ahead. Or are you?
No, I don't have the picks ahead. That's just me guessing.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like you guys aren't like looking at the picks, right? Like we're all reacting.
No.
All right, because
I'm not.
The pick is in right now.
I'm seeing who's available.
No, because the pick is in right now. So hold your damn breath, bro. Because please, bro. Please. Guys, we got 500 people in here. Hit the thumbs up. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
I'm not hitting the horn until we get past this pick, though. Bro, literally the best available is Dalton Knecht and Devin Carter. And they have Dan Hurley on the show right now. My man turned down the Lakers job. He's like, I'm going for a three-peat, and now I'm just going to go join the draft crew. Guys, I will run laps. Just for one birthday present, man.
The suspense is terrible. Oh, I hate it.
For one birthday present, can we please just get Dalton Knecht? Like, that's been my top guy this whole draft process. He would be a day one starter. He shoots 40% from three. He averaged 25 points per game. He's an absolute monster in every area.
Good defensive player.
He was a finalist for Player of the Year. I think he was second behind Zach Edey. Oh, man, bro. The suspense is pretty crazy. I'll be honest with you. This is wild.
I'm usually not silent.
Yeah, I'm just really trying to.
I'm just trying to process.
All right, here we go.
I'm sorry I had to say
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, they went with Devin Carter.
Yes!
Devin Carter. I don't know how I feel, man. I don't know how I feel now. Like
That's
that.
cool.
I like
cool.
Carter. I liked him, bro.
Cool.
I like him.
Go.
Yo, we are 2 picks away. Don't do this to us, man. Chat, let's go.
I'm gonna take one of the guys. I'll take McCain. I'll take McCain or I'll take Dalton, man.
Bro, I will take Jared McCain. Like, he's on my top 3. But Dalton Knecht?
He's my number 1 too.
What do you guys think? Is he going to make it past these 2? Now, I will add one thing here. The Sixers have had very bad luck with University of Tennessee players. That being said, Dalton Knecht is going to change the landscape. Let's go.
Come on.
If you got to trade up a pick, if you got to trade up one, I'm cool with it.
Come on, don't be Tobias.
No, thank you.
I can't.
You got to trade.
Somebody in the chat said, Bronny James, you are a Sixer.
Oh, now I'm going to be mad if that happens.
Then we got the Lakers. Lakers after the Sixers. It's about to get spicy, yo.
Guys.
I'm not going to be
Guys, what do we
if that
think, man?
happens.
I need your thoughts right now. I need your thoughts.
What if Daryl Morey does it? What if he does?
I am kind of scared about the Heat. I have to be honest with you because Pat Riley knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
He likes those pro-ready off rip type of guys. Like,
and if they do get Dalton, that tells me that Jimmy's not going to stay.
For real?
I'm not saying this year. Like, I don't think he's going to get. I don't think he's going to get extended.
Oh, okay, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
I can't. My heart.
You know what, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. And once again, shout out to everybody in here. Almost 600 people. Hit the thumbs up button. We got it working. Guys, RB, Miles Johnson, Jason Joseph, star-studded crew right here. Appreciate these guys. There's 2 things that are going to ruin my birthday tomorrow. One is if Dalton Knecht gets taken at number 15 by Miami. Number 2 is going to be if he's on the board and we don't take him.
Imagine if that happens.
I don't understand why he's falling, though, because, like, people were talking about him during the combine, like, yo, this guy might be a top 5 pick. Like, that's how good he was.
Yeah, that is a little bit fishy to me, too.
$5 super chat. Hayden Azanaro, my guy. He says, bro, we need Dalton. Morey's got to trade up 1 pick to do it. Most ready now player in the draft. He would be the pick. You guys agree or disagree?
I agree.
Are you guys high on Knecht? Miles, what do you think?
I think, all right, look, when he was at Tennessee, he had a huge load offensively, and so his defense wasn't really there. So I think that what the Sixers could be banking on is if they draft him, obviously his load offensively isn't going to be what it was in college. So he'll be a better defender. But he's a guy that he's proven to make shots, make tough shots. And you talk about a guy that off rip immediately can contribute. Knecht is that guy.
And it's not like he's like slow. You know, it's not like he doesn't have the physical attributes to play at the next level. Like, is he going to get in better shape? Absolutely. But he can throw down dunks. He can move well off ball. He can knock down off catch and shoot. He's got a whole offensive bag, man. He really does.
As DJ would say, he's a basketball player.
He is. He is.
Yeah. He's a baller.
Hayden, thank you, man. And shout out to Sean Quigg, channel member for 36 months. He says, just got back from deployment in time for the draft. Sean, shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Guys, the pick is in. The pick is in.
Okay.
Bro.
Everybody breathe.
This is the... Like, I would have been more nervous if Portland kept the pick, as long as it wasn't agreed to beforehand in the Denny Avdia trade. You know, like, pick Dalton Knecht for us if he's there, and we'll trade you Denny Avdia. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But other than that, we got to make it through. Now, again, if the Sixers end up with Knecht, McCain, or Jacoby Walter, like, I won't be mad.
We'll take...
I just saw Miles
McCain.
with a fist pump. I just saw him with a fist pump. Is that good?
That's good.
14th pick.
Yes!
Bob Carrington. Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
That's good.
Miles, you may have to delay your thing a second, bro. You're ahead of us.
Let's go.
You watching on NBA.com?
Nah, I'm watching on ESPN.
ESPN.
I have it on ESPN as well.
Just like, can you pause it a little bit or no?
Me? Yeah, I
I
can
gotta
pause it.
rewind
not-
it a little bit.
Not you, JJ. Miles. Just like a second. I think me and JJ are in line.
No. I'm technically a little bit ahead, but I really haven't been like looking at the TV until like you see it.
Gotcha.
But
I mean, we could do that if you guys want.
Yeah, I just rewinded my thing.
Word. Guys, we
I'm
got
gonna
600
pause it
in
real
here.
quick.
Hit the thumbs up. Get us the 500 likes right now. Let's go. Live draft reactions.
So-
Our annual
so-
show.
So damn, they went with Bub.
Guys, we need one more pick. I can't believe this is happening, bro. I can't believe this is happening right now.
They
I'm
went
not.
with
I'm.
Oh, we can get. Oh, okay. All right.
What happened? Did we?
We can get the two guys that we was talking about.
Yeah, we can get one of them.
All right.
One of them
Guys,
is at least
I am not
possible.
looking at anything but you guys now. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not looking at Twitter. Guys,
not
is this
looking
really
at
gonna
anything.
happen, bro? We got one of two of them, right? We got one
Yeah.
out of them.
At least.
Daryl cannot screw this up.
Yo, you can't screw this up, bro.
He can't screw
You
this
can't
up.
screw this up. I'll be honest though, Bub Carrington, he was like a late bloomer in this combine process. He's good, man. He's got some good tape.
Yeah, he's
65 made threes last year, second most by a freshman in Pitt history.
the thing is that they have a lot of guards now, and it's like you got Scoot, you got Anthony, and then you got him.
Listen, the Blazers are gonna blazer. You know what I mean? They're
It's
gonna do
like-
their thing,
It's like the same problem when they had Damon CJ,
bro.
and then they had Gary Trent
All right.
Jr.
Guys, what do we think? Are we gonna make it past this pick? Are we gonna make it? I'm not looking at anything.
The Heat scare me. I hate the Heat.
I'm not looking at anything.
Bro, the fact that we had to play him in a play-in tournament, I still don't feel good about that.
Miles, what do you think? Don't go peeking over there, Miles. Don't go peeking over there.
I ain't peeking.
Don't kill my
I ain't
dreams yet,
peeking.
man. Don't kill my dreams
Here's
yet.
what I think. I think the Heat will get Knecht. I think we get Jared McCain.
I do too.
I would be shocked. Like I might jump. I might jump up and down
If we
if the
we
Heat
get Knecht,
don't
man.
get. I'd be surprised. I'd be shocked.
They could use a guard.
I'll be honest with you guys. I don't think they're gonna take him. I just don't think he's a Miami player.
Who you feel like they would take?
I don't know. I don't know who they're gonna take, but I don't think it's gonna be him.
Think it would be Furphy.
They signed Adebayo. They gave him an extension, so if anybody, maybe they take like Jacoby Walter. Like I could see him being a Miami Heat type of player. Or do they say screw it and take McCain? You know, because if they keep Jimmy Butler, like I just don't think Knecht and Butler are like a match made together.
Yeah, but I think that Knecht would be coming off the bench this year, and then if Jimmy decides to walk, then Knecht would be the guy that steps in for him.
JJ, don't kill my dreams, bro. Don't kill my
I'm
dreams.
just saying.
Don't kill my dreams. It's not happening. We're getting Knecht, man. We're getting them. Come on. Miami's taking long as heck to make this pick. I feel like they're fielding offers right now. If
the Sixers get him, I'm going to the bar tonight.
Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, we need everybody in here to spike that like button right now, man. We got 650 people in here. Only 280 on the
I
likes.
didn't think I'd get butterflies in my stomach.
Bro, I can't look at anything right now. I can't look at the chat.
Yeah, I don't even want to look. I wanted to be like a complete surprise when I get when this
me
comes
too.
on the stream. Like,
Bro, please.
I even turned my phone the other way.
I'm on do not disturb.
Drop a fire in the chat if you guys are tapping in with us. for RB's birthday, for the Sixers about to get their guy. Let's go. It's happening. We are speaking it into existence. Daryl Morey saw the future, and he said Dalton Knecht is going to be there at number 16. We're playing chess, baby. Let's go.
I got a fever.
Yo, if he's there and he doesn't take him, bro, I'm cutting the stream. It's over.
What'd you say?
If Knecht is there and we don't take him, I think I'm cutting the stream. It's over.
If it's McCain, I'm okay with it.
I'll be okay with that. I would be okay. But Knecht is the seamless fit for the Sixers. Yes. Another ball handler, shot
He's ready
creator.
now. He's ready. He's ready.
Bro.
He's ready. I agree.
He was what? He was a finalist for the Naismith Award, the Wooden Award, and he won some other award for like his conference best player. All right, pick is in. We don't want to see commercials about the fever right now. We want to see the pick.
I already have a fever, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
Philly-itis.
Come on. You know, this is going to be the longest Adam Silver takes to come out here. They're promoting the WNBA right now. Come on, man. Bro. All right, bro. I'm not looking at anything. We move, we ride. Let's go. Miami, don't do it to us, bro. And if you guys remember, Miami picked before us when we selected Maxey. Remember that? And they took Precious Achiuwa.
I remember.
Yeah, they did. Now he a Knick. Yeah.
Bro,
now he's not a Knick because he's a free agent.
They're showing all the great 15th overall picks right now. Like, come on, man. Just make the pick.
That.
Just make the pick.
Actually, as a backup center, that wouldn't be bad.
There's Eric Spoelstra in the Heat draft headquarters. They have a draft headquarters. That's why they. Oh my gosh, bro! This weight is killing me right now.
Bro, I don't like Pat Riley smiling. I don't like that. I don't feel good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't feel good when that's happening.
Bro, this is crazy. Like, this is the longest pick yet. This is the longest pick yet.
You were saying you was nervous, bro. I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm nervous, bro.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
He's at the podium.
Here we go. Cross your fingers.
Yes!
Yeah!
Let's go!
Come on! They took Kel'el Ware, the center. They took a center.
They took a
center. Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Come on! He's there on the board. Come on! Don't mess this up, Daryl. Don't mess this up,
Daryl.
Let's go!
Come on, Daryl.
Oh my gosh.
Daryl, come on, please.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Either one I'm not mad at. Either one I'm not mad at.
Bro, they got to take one of them. Right? Yo, I'm not looking at anything. Chat, drop a fire in the chat. Come on now. Don't mess this up, Daryl. Don't mess this up. We got almost 800 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the show. I
can't believe that they went with Ware.
Philly take with RB, man. NBA Draft Show 2024, RB, Miles Johnson, JJ. Let's go. Oh, come on, man. Guys, they better not do anything stupid here. They can't do anything stupid here. Dalton Knecht or Jared McCain. Devin Carter's off the board, fine. Dalton Knecht, Jared McCain, top two. Yeah. McCain's got a lot of boom potential, more of a long-term project. Dalton Knecht is 23. He's a day one ready starter. He's a top 10 player in his draft. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on now.
Gosh. Both these guys were projected to be much higher than they are going to be now, so we got to get one of them.
Shout out to my guy in the chat, Gork, with a $10 super chat. That's my boy. He said, Ryan, you called this 2 weeks ago. I did call this. I was out in the Tennessee area. I was talking to an Uber driver. He said, Dalton Knecht is going to be that dude. I said, let's go. Bring him to Philly. Dalton Knecht, baby. We up. Come on.
4 minutes and 45
All right,
seconds.
chat, no spoilers. I can't look at the chat anymore. Guys, I'm going to lose my mind. Don't look at any spoilers. Are we going to do it, fellas? Are we going to do it?
I think Daryl's going to do it.
He's got to.
He's got to do
I
it.
think Daryl's
Like,
gonna
who
do
y'all
it.
think? So who y'all think?
I think Dalton
Who
Knecht.
y'all think Daryl's going to do?
Connect.
Not what you want. Who do you think Daryl's going to do?
Dalton Knecht. I think
I
he's
do
taking
think
him.
that Daryl's going to do Dalton because I do think that he's gonna realize that he does need to get some wings.
Who was the last player that Daryl Morey took? Who's the last first rounder he took? Out of University of Tennessee. Jaden Springer.
Jaden Springer. It's true.
But this guy's not an 18-year-old project. That's the difference. And we gave Jaden Springer a ring by trading him to the Celtics.
Miles, who do you think he's going to pick?
I think he'll pick Jared McCain. He loves that star power. Morey loves that star power.
McCain's what, 6'3", right? I mean, it could work, but I think it's going to take more time with Jared McCain. I think Knecht is a ready now player. I'll tell you guys this, though. They've had some backup centers in for workouts. They had Kel'el Ware. They had V. Misi. The worst case scenario right here, in my opinion, is if we take a backup center. Not that it's not a need, but with the guys that are with the guys that are available right now, you could trade back and get a center.
Correct.
That's my opinion, though. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't think that it's a need, but it's not a wise decision right now.
Yeah, I think
guys,
I'm definitely
guys.
for that backup center. Like, we got to improve there.
They're showing,
but it is like we can go ahead and fix that
Miles,
in the off season or with the trade.
They're showing Dalton Knecht on the TV. They're showing him on the TV. I'm just saying they flashed to him a couple times. Miles, what do you think? Miles, JJ, what do you guys think? Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna get Knecht? Number one dream target in this trade, and he's still here at 16.
Bro, we got RC4 and Knecht 4.
All right. How about this? Final verdict. I'll start with Miles. Yes or no, the Sixers will take Knecht or Jared McCain right now?
Daryl Morey and the 76ers will take Jared McCain with the 16th overall pick in 2024.
JJ, what do you think? JJ, what do you think?
On behalf of the Philadelphia 76ers organization, it will be in their best interest to select Dalton Knecht.
What do you think they do? What do you think they're going to do? Prediction.
I think that they're going to take Dalton. Part of me wants to say that they're going to trade it at the very last second.
Let's go. All right, we got a minute and a half to go, man. They're going to use all minute and a half of this. I'm not looking at the chat, though, boys. So hopefully we don't get a Woj bomb.
I'm trust me, I'm not looking at anything. Except the only people I'm looking at are you guys. I'm looking at the Logitech camera.
Let's go.
I got my webcam right there.
Guys, we got 830 people in here. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit the thumbs up. Get us to 800 likes. Come on, man. Speak it into existence. We got to do it. We got to do it now. I can't believe this, bro. My heart is beating right now. This is the one birthday present I want, man. This is the one birthday present I want. Get us Dalton Knecht. Yo, they're showing him again. They're showing him again. They're showing him again.
Yeah, they're showing him again.
The pick is in. The pick is in. Come on. Come on. All right, here we go. Here we go. They're showing him again, bro. They're showing him again. I don't know if he's happy or sad, though.
How much time is left on yours?
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
For me. The pick's in.
All right.
Oh, 9 seconds.
Yeah,
on the clock.
10 seconds on the clock for me.
Oh, I might be a little bit ahead.
Well,
Let me pause it for a quick second.
Yeah, pause it for a second.
Okay.
All right, it just hit 0 for me.
Bet.
I don't think it hit 0, or I don't know. I didn't see. I'll let you know when I see him walking out to the podium.
Bro, are they going to do this, bro? Are they going to do this? Yo, this is taking way too long right now. This is taking way too long right now.
This
my heart.
I need y'all to like the show right now, man. Get us to 700 likes.
Oh, then they showing Jared too. So they showing both the guys. They showing both the guys.
Oh boy.
All right, I just saw Jared now, so you're a little bit ahead. You're a little bit ahead.
They are showing Jared now. I see him. I see him.
You see him now?
You're like 2 to 3 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah.
Let me know when you see him, and I'm gonna unpause.
I see him.
Yeah.
You see him
now? Here we go. Adam Silver out at the podium.
Okay.
Here we go. They're talking about the Avdia trade, bro.
Oh.
All right. Come on. Get that out of the way. Come on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Care about no.
Here we go. Jared McCain. We got McCain. We got McCain.
I knew Morey was going to do it. I knew Morey was going to.
All right.
Good pick.
The Sixers take Jared McCain with the 16th overall pick.
Oh, my God.
Instant analysis and reactions, man.
Good pick.
I think it's a good pick. I would have liked Knecht more, but it's a good pick.
It is a good pick. I agree. I agree. I'm satisfied.
Oh, man.
It's star power. Morey loves that star power.
The thing is that he's a good rebounder, and I think that I think him and Maxey might be really good. I do.
They could be. I think this is a move. Some Sixers fans might not like what I'm about to say.
Oh boy.
This might be a move that's just like we're trying to plan past Joel Embiid. I think that's what it is. Embiid's 30 years old. How many years you think he's at an MVP level? Like 2, 3?
It's interesting. I didn't really think about it like that.
I think this pick is strictly star potential. Like they looked at Maxey, they looked at what he developed into, and they went to the biggest school and they picked Jared McCain because he's got an offensive bag.
I will say for content, this was the best case scenario.
Jared McCain.
I'm satisfied.
I'm
very satisfied.
He's a superstar. Like just based off like social media, all of that. Like this going to be a leading topic. I feel like
he's got 2.8 million followers on TikTok. That's what they're showing about this guy.
He's going to be good under Nick Nurse. I like it. I do. I like it a lot.
I want to pull up his stats just so I don't say anything wrong, but this guy shot over 40%. I know that for a fact from 3. I just want to pull up his full stats. Shout out to Miles for predicting it though, man.
Yep.
Daryl Morey likes that splash move, man.
So
he's also, I was going to say, like he's a good rebounder. I think that the one reason why the Sixers lost to the Knicks was they just got out rebounded. He's nice.
So quick analysis on Jared McCain. He played 36 games this year at Duke as a freshman. Now, that's the one part I'm a little like about. Like he's a freshman. He's young. He's what, 19, 20? So like more of a developmental piece. But, he played 30 minutes a game, averaged 14.3 points, 5 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1.1 steals, and he shot 41.4% from three on about 6 attempts per game. So this guy's a volume shooter, man. He can move on the ball, off the ball, can knock down at all 3 levels, crafty pick and roll player. Him and Maxey in the backcourt? I mean, is that the future?
Good. For the future.
Correct. Yeah. I also like youth. You know? I don't like going after all these old heads that are just unathletic and just giving them all this money. I like going after young talent.
The only thing I'm a little concerned about, you guys stop me if I'm wrong here.
Okay.
He's 6'3" at the most. Like, does this mean that he's going to end up playing the 1 and you shift Maxey to the 2? Like, how does that work, you know? Like, that's a small backcourt. Now, if they're giving you offensive firepower, then this makes sense, you know? Like, if McCain can step in and run the unit and Maxey can kind of be that combo guard, I think it makes a lot of sense. But it is going to take some time to develop, you know? Like, Jared McCain has to have those ball skills to be able to kind of run that unit and run pick and rolls with Embiid. So that's why I felt like Knecht would have also been a really good pick. But this is not a bad pick by any means.
But what if, God forbid, Joel gets hurt again during the middle of the season? McCain gets more opportunities.
That's my question, though. Like, McCain played in a lot of like small ball lineups. Like, he was playing the 3 at times. So, like, is he going to be able to take over in his rookie year? It's not like he's a junior, a senior, so he's had a couple years under his belt. Like, this is a guy coming fresh out of his freshman year. That's the only concern I have. But all the numbers show that he's got superstar potential. Him and Maxey together, like, imagine 3 years down the line. But it kind of takes me back to Miles' point where, like, is this a pick for right now? Like, is he going to help us contribute now? Like, what does this tell us about the Sixers? What are they going to do? Because I felt like if they took a 19, 20-year-old, it almost feels like they are kind of like not that serious right now. Do you guys agree with that? Or am I just off the mark here?
No, I think
I don't.
I think Jared, he's talented enough to where he can contribute on the team. Now, can he start immediately? I'm not sure yet. I gotta watch more tape. I gotta see how stuff develops. Yeah, JJ.
I was gonna say the other thing too that we have to think about is how is the rest of the roster going to be filled out? That's
and
the other question.
The Lakers took Dalton Knecht.
Damn.
Dalton Knecht is a Laker. I knew he was going to get picked right after.
Yeah, those were the 2 guys. They would have picked McCain. Now imagine McCain in LA. That would have been so. Imagine
Knecht in LA.
Yeah.
Knecht is going to, he's going to be the white Braun. I mean, come on now. This dude can play. I'm telling you. I'm
kind of surprised. And are you surprised that they didn't take Bronny now?
They're going to take him in the second round.
Bit. I am a little bit. Part of me always thought that they were going to.
Yo, shout out to this too.
Looking like second round now.
Shout out to this. Hold on. Jared McCain was just interviewed right after getting picked. Here's what he had to say.
Oh, what did he say?
He was tearing up. Hold on, let me pull up the quote so you guys can see. I like this though. It reminds me of Maxey getting drafted.
It does. I was about to say that.
He's tearing up. He said, "There's no words to describe it. I'm grateful for this opportunity. No words. I'm going to do anything I can to bring home a championship." I like that mentality.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that too. I like
that. Like you said, it gives me Maxey vibes. So, I like that.
Hopefully, I think that he'll fit with the Philly vibe. I do. I think he'll fit.
All right. I was on. So, couple things, guys. Number one, I was on Twitter, so I'm accidentally going to spoil the next pick to Orlando. They're taking Trishan Da Silva at number 18. So Da Silva goes to the Magic. But
that's not bad. That's not bad for them.
So, in addition to that, people are hitting me up right now like crazy on Twitter and they're saying that they're making fun of Jared McCain because he has black nail polish and he's a TikToker and he does TikTok dances. What do we make of that? Like the first bad game this guy has, are we going to say, oh, well, he's a TikToker. He's like Juju and he just doesn't care.
The thing is, bro, like as long as he produces on the court, that don't matter. That the problem is going to be is if he has a bad stretch, because we know how Philly fans are. We know how we know how we get. We know how Wells Fargo Center gets. Mm-hmm. If you start playing bad and then you on TikTok and now you doing dancing to Sexy Red and Drake and all of them, and nah, that's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. So as long as he produces on the court, all of that stuff is gonna be cool.
I'd like to think that there's going to be a maturity aspect to it too. Like once Nick Nurse is there, I feel like that Nick Nurse sets a culture, for the locker room and for the team, and just being around Maxey and Embiid, I think that'll. I don't want to say like humble him because I think that he's still going to be himself at the end of the day, but I definitely believe that there's going to be like some maturity like that does happen during the season. I do.
I feel like the first game this guy goes 1 for 9 from the field, people are going to be pulling up his TikToks and posting them on Twitter.
That's the thing too. You be in Philly, you got to have tough skin.
You do.
So I mean, he's like worked through it. It's not like he knew the hate because he been getting a lot of it for painting his nails and all of that. But
chat's got me cracking up. I'll be honest. All right, shout out to the chat. Couple hours away from the birthday, and you guys got me cracking up, bro. This guy said nail polish. Knicks beat him up in the playoffs, and Daryl Morey dressed a guy who's worried about his nail color. Like, come on, man.
Wow. What were the Raptors going to take?
The Raptors wanted Zach Edey, to be honest. I want to hear what Daryl Morey has to say, though. I want to hear what Morey has to say. Like, does this, like, what's the direction now,
Yeah. He's probably going to say something like, we took the best available player. That guy that has superstar potential.
But like, I'm talking about the future, though. Like they can't be done, right? Unless we're just going to get 3 other role players and finally build a supporting cast and not get a third star.
I'd be cool if they somehow traded for KD and it's a 2-year deal, and yet like they get rid of KD and Joel like after 2 years, and then they just build around those 2 guys. Then that'd be interesting. Honestly,
see, the thing is, bro, I think if we were to get KD, we're gonna have to give up McCain. Pretty sure.
And I would be perfectly fine with doing that.
That would be fine with me. I'll tell you that.
That's where we disagree. I'm not about to mortgage our future for KD. I'm sorry.
Then what are we waiting for with Joel? That's the thing.
It's just like it goes back to my earlier point. If Joel Embiid isn't healthy, we can trade our future for KD. But if it's just KD, Tyrese Maxey, and a 70% Joel Embiid, that ain't getting out the East. So it's like, why would you trade your future if it's not even the 2 constants? It's got to be Tyrese Maxey has to improve. Embiid somehow has to be healthy.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump in. I was just going to say, I agree with Miles about the Embiid health part. And I think that's why people are conflicted. It's kind of like, well, do we want to get a third star in case Embiid's not available all the time, who could take over? But then if you do that, you can't really get quality role players, 2, 3, 4 of them. So it's like, what direction do you go? But where I'm stuck is, okay, let's get 3 to 4 role players, but who? Like, who's available now? You know, Malik Monk gone, Anunoby gone. Like, are we going to get Gary Trent and KCP and call it a day? Is that enough? I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
It's not.
That's what I'm worried about. So I see both of your guys' points.
I think the chat might roast me for this. Y'all might roast me for this. How y'all feel about DeMar DeRozan coming off the bench?
No.
I mean, it's slim pickings right now, y'all.
No.
I'm not taking that.
It's slim pickings.
DeRozan's not coming off the bench.
DeRozan off the bench?
DeRozan's not coming off the bench.
DeRozan would have never agreed to that, number one. He would never agree to that. And even if
maybe
he
not,
did,
I think, yeah.
Even if he did come off the bench, why?
I mean,
gonna
look. He's getting up there in age. He's like, shoot, I'm trying to win a chip. I'm just throwing out an idea. I'm trying to figure out like who else.
You're throwing something at the wall to see what sticks. Yeah,
I'm trying to throw like, because we have $53 million in cap space. Like, what are we about to spend this money on? Is what I'm trying to say. Like,
I don't know.
You know,
that's what stumps me. It does. That definitely stumps me. I do like the pick. I do. I think it was a safe pick. I think it was a safe pick.
All right, so the thing that I'm worried about is that Jared McCain is young. So, again, does he have enough experience to be ready to be a day one guy, right? Like right now, we're trying to win. So while Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey may end up being an amazing backcourt, like these guys could both make all-star games together in, 3 years. What is that going to do for us right now? That's the only question I have. And I'm worried that if McCain, say, doesn't blossom, meanwhile, Dalton Knecht, who's 23, ends up being an all-star in year number 2. It's like, damn, we passed on that guy. But that's my only concern. Maybe I'm crazy in the chat.
But you have to kind of think about it from this perspective too. That McCain's going to at least get. I don't think he's going to get a lot of attention. So that's going to sort of leave a little window there because Embiid and Maxey are going to get the most attention, and he's going to be left wide open for some looks.
Yeah, but my thing is, JJ, is. One, are they going to be able to play together? Are they going to be able to play together? Maxey's 6'3". McCain is 6'2", 6'3" at best. Are they going to be able to play together? I don't know the answer to that. That's what I'm concerned. Like if McCain was 6'5" or like something in that range, I'd feel a little more comfortable. But I am concerned about that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you guys think?
That's a valid point.
Maybe Jared McCain could come off the bench as a 6-man this year. But again, does that maximize your window now? Because the Sixers need to look at Embiid's outlook like we have 1 to 2, maybe 3 years to really get this right. And you have all the cap space in the world. So, do they get another big star? Do they get a bunch of role players? How does McCain factor into that equation? I think that's the biggest question right now. And what do they do moving forward? Do they look at this pick like, oh, we just took it anyway and we're going to get a third star regardless? That's the question that I think needs to be asked.
He is a good perimeter defender, though. The Sixers did need some good perimeter defenders. But I do think that he could be a little boost of energy for them. Like if they have to go on a run and like, God forbid, like the offense looks a little bit stale. If he's a spark plug, that could be really helpful for them.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to like look at it. I'm trying to look at it like both ways.
Yeah, it's like, what if he starts out off the bench and helps out when Embiid is out? Because what did we see all year, all in the playoffs? We're up, And then when Embiid comes out, the lead dwindles. That was literally the Knicks series. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. If Embiid could play 48 minutes, Knicks fans, like, we talking, like, come on. So that was our problem, was the minutes with Embiid off the court. So if you bring in McCain and he can generate offense with, Embiid off the court, that's the main goal. That's the best case scenario, at least for year one.
I wouldn't mind.
Hold on, here comes the Raptors
this
pick.
Sounds. Sorry.
Let's see who Toronto picks. Jacoby Walter. That's a good pick. That's a good pick by Toronto.
Yeah.
A lot of upside there. Good project. Good developmental piece. And also, just one thing before.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Would you be okay if Kyle Lowry did come back just for the purposes of like being a mentor, or like?
I think he will. That's Nick Nurse guy. He gonna come back.
Yeah, I think he'll come back. He wants to be in Philly to end his career. Why not? But now you have Jared McCain, so.
Yeah, but I think that he could be a good mentor for him.
For sure.
It's a good point. I want to respond to one point in the chat. Somebody said, RB trying to find more in a simple report. What kind of question is it? Pick him and develop. When the Sixers picked Tyrese Maxey, they were in a completely different mindset. They weren't picking Maxey to come in and try to win now and like he's going to be the guy. Like they picked him later in the first round. Right now, the Sixers need any guy they can get that's going to step in immediately and help them contribute. So it is two completely different situations. Obviously, the Sixers lucked out and Maxey was an absolute gem, but Ben Simmons was still the point guard. Tyrese Maxey wasn't expected to be that good that early.
No.
So now when it comes to McCain, he's going to have some pressure on his shoulders from year one. So I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Remember 2021, it was game 5, I believe, against the Hawks, second round. And Ben Simmons was in foul trouble. There wasn't any offense being generated. Who came up and had some great minutes? It was Tyrese Maxey. He was a big reason why we ended up, extending that to, a game 6. I think we're going to have to. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a game 6. That was a game 6 in Atlanta when we was down 3-2. So that's something that we can look at. That's a good point. We can look at what Tyrese Maxey did well in his little spurts in his first year and see, hey, McCain can do that for sure. Talent-wise, he there.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with your point about how Maxey, was a spark off the bench, rookie year, et cetera. Probably should have played more. But Maxey, when he was drafted, it wasn't like you have to step in from day one and be the guy. If Jared McCain doesn't do much this season, Sixer fans are going to be frustrated because it feels like now is the time they have to capitalize. Like Jared McCain's going to have a lot of pressure. I can't say Tyrese Maxey had a ton of pressure in his rookie season because, he wasn't a top 5 pick where it was like, all right, now obviously again, he probably could have been a top 5 pick because of how good he was, but he was coming off the bench, right? Nobody even worried about him. Whereas I feel like with McCain, it's like, if you get a third star, or whether you get role players, like the Sixers window is closing if they don't get to where they need to get to. So that's the point I'm trying to make about, I think McCain's going to have a lot of pressure this year, and I hope he's ready to step in right away.
Yeah, I agree with that. But if he is, see, like what you're not jumping into the equation though, is what if he does have success? Like the first 5 games. And like, what if he is going off? Then that could be like a really good thing to like build off of. So it's like any way you slice the pie, I can understand like the good I can understand the bad, but like there could be a lot of good that comes out of it too.
Sure. And yeah. People saw the same thing with Maxey, right? They saw flaws in his game and he was a dog. He worked, and now we love him. So I think this could be a boom or bust type of pick.
It's definitely, it's boom or bust. I think just to react to your point, RB, about McCain being the guy, I agree that more Sixers fans they're going to have more eyes on McCain for two reasons. One, because of his social media presence, which obviously is far more than Maxey, what he had. And then also the fact that we've had several playoff failures from this year to last year to being up 3-2 against Boston in 2022. So now it's like fans are really frustrated. Right. But I think on the court, McCain doesn't need to be a go-to guy. Now, granted, the media and the fans, they might urge him to be a go-to guy if we're going through, a bad, 10-game stretch or whatever the case may be. But on the court, I believe in Nick Nurse and Maxey and Embiid to be like, hey, we got you now. Go ahead, develop. We don't need you to be that guy now, but there'll definitely be more pressure on him.
Yeah, for sure. I hope he lives up to it. I'm still a little confused as to why they didn't take the more now ready type of player, but if they had him at the top of their draft board with a ton of upside, then you make the pick, right? If you value him that high, then it's a no-brainer. But I think it's going to be interesting to hear what Daryl Morey says at the end of the first round tonight and what they do in free agency, because you got to make something happen now, whether it's a trade or, big time free agent signing, whatever it is, you got to make something happen. So $5 super chat from You're a Fraud. He says, Dalton Knecht was there for us. I am now convinced Daryl Morey is a Knicks fan. And then we have Hayden Azanaro, my guy, says, maybe they know something I don't, but I wanted Dalton. Spaces the floor, shoots lights out, would have been a perfect fit next to Embiid and Maxey. I can't disagree with that. I think Knecht is probably the more ready now player, like the better fit. But it is interesting, man. What do you guys think?
I'm trying to think about two guards. You said it. Two guards that relatively the same size, was 6'2", 6'3", playing together. Try to think about that. I'm trying to think about in NBA history, when has that worked? I'm trying to stay optimistic because I do believe that McCain has superstar potential. But you feel what I'm saying? Like
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is what you're thinking. Like, it is a bit confusing.
The thing that I think about is Simons and Lillard, but that's like, obviously it didn't really work out, but I also just think about Fox and Halliburton.
Miles is over there trying to come up with something, because it's true. Like, I think what it depends on is how Maxey's going to develop in his role. Like, is Maxey going to shift back to more of that naturally, combo guard style 2 position? Because if so, but like Maxey did take some leaps this year as a point guard. So
he did.
It's tough to know. It is. And then we have a $5 super chat from my guy, Mark Patchalak. What's up? Mark Pat says, hey, RB and JJ, what up, my bros? What's up, Mark? VIP of the channel, man. Shout out to all the members. Somebody in the chat said, what if we trade this pick in a Brandon Ingram deal? What if that's the case?
I wouldn't like it, but I would understand it. I wouldn't like it because I don't like the fact that Brandon Ingram is just not a good rebounder. Like, that's like the one thing that bothers me. And Ingram, to me, like, if I were to get somebody, I want somebody that's clutch I want somebody that plays really good, solid defense and just has hunger. And I don't always see that with Brandon Ingram.
Exactly.
Like I don't always see that.
Like he don't have a dog in him.
Yeah.
Correct. He doesn't have a chip on his shoulder. Does that make sense?
I agree 100%. Here's a live look, not a live look, but a look at our newest guard. Hold on. Where is it at?
That's our third guy that we have on our team.
What do we think, Sixer Nation? This video is going to be up after every 0 for 9 game.
I just hope that if he stays in Philly, he better play well. He better play
well.
He'll be an onslaught. Like they thought Ben Simmons was bad.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Wow.
Yo.
Jeez Louise. Man.
I hope he's got some tough skin, man. I mean, from his pre-draft interviews, it seemed like he's got a chip on his shoulder, but we'll see. We'll see.
It's definitely, there's definitely a lot of promise to it.
Somebody in the chat, shout out to Philosophical, thank you for the super chat, says, this Sixers pick gives big Maxey and Thibault vibes. I thought he was saying Thibault with like the media stuff, like TikToking and stuff and vlogging, but I don't know. Maybe he's talking about the player.
Maxey and Thibault.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on that, but
one of them has to. Between Maxey and McCain, really both of them, if they are going to play together, like, they got to improve on defense. I mean,
yeah,
that's just like a no-brainer. I mean,
Joel Embiid, Jared, get back on defense. Jared.
Yeah, I know Twitter going crazy right now. It has to be.
You know, the crazy thing is that this is a typical Daryl Morey type of a pick when you really think about it, because Daryl likes to go after the guards, and he likes to build small ball rosters. Bro, what's he wearing?
I got to stop looking at these TikToks, bro. People are sending me these on Twitter. I got to stop, bro. I'm going to talk myself out of this pick.
Is Daryl speaking now or no?
I don't think he's speaking yet.
Okay. Missy just went to the Pelicans.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. They got to see. Yeah, he's their center. Huh. I wonder how he'll fit with Zion.
Man. I like that pick for them, actually.
Yeah, I do too. Where did Valanciunas go?
Isn't he's still available. He's a free agent, I think.
Is he a free agent? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I like that pick for them too.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of jokes this summer. I'm already knowing.
Yeah.
I'm already knowing it's about to happen.
Phoenix is trading the number 22 pick to the Denver Nuggets. Wow.
Wow, who are they going to take? Who are they going to take? Best available. Matas Buzelis. 6'7".
Somebody said on Twitter, Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain going to be best friends and locked in the gym all summer.
I hope.
Shoot, I hope.
I hope so.
I do think that they're going to get along.
I
could see it.
Look, I'm going to bring this point up again because, we react live to the pick. People are watching us react. So, we take time. We think about it more. We read the chat. I'm a little confused, guys. I'm not saying I'm mad at the pick, but he is 19 years old. Does that signal to me that we're going full role player supporting cast, or we're going like we're using this pick in a trade to get another star? Like I would understand if it was Dalton Knecht, who was 23, who can step right in and be ready to go. But McCain better be ready to play this year if he's going to be on the Sixers. I'm a little confused, just a little bit. So we said the same thing about Jaden Springer. He was 18, and he sat. Not
How
saying
many
that
years though did we say like that we needed ball handlers on this team?
I agree.
We've said that for so many years.
I agree.
So think about that perspective as well, because now we have two guys that technically can give the ball to Joel.
Yeah, it's not in Daryl Morey's personality, how he's always been a GM, to go conservative, to go for the most pro-ready guy. That was never him. He's always like, let me go ahead and shock the world,
If Howie Roseman was the GM, he would have easily taken what's his name from Tennessee. Easily.
Yeah.
$2 super chat from Green Blaze. What's up, man? He says, I like McCain, but I wanted Rob Dillingham. That still, to me, is like the most confusing trade of the night.
Yeah, Rob.
The only explanation I can give for the Spurs is that they're using that draft capital to trade for some star or something. It doesn't make it. I don't get it. That's the only explanation I can think of.
Well, clearly Castle's their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm letting this marinate a little bit. RB, I understand what you're saying.
I feel like what we really have to think about is, all right, what would it look like for McCain and Maxey to play together as well as Embiid? And how will Philly fans, that always has to be taken into account. How do Philly fans, how do they feel about it?
How does Joel feel about it?
How does Joel feel? That's another thing.
That's another question. Like, I legitimately want to know how he actually feels about it.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear about it. Lil J with the super chat, he said, next we're getting Trae Young watch, and we ain't done yet.
I don't want Trae Young now.
I don't want Trae Young.
Easily, I don't want Trae Young now.
That'll be.
What are we making, like a guard team around Joel? When like we got beaten by a more physical Knicks team that was just athletic and has a lot of rebounders, and now they just got better. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that'd be like the worst thing ever. Right?
That'd be like the opposite of like what Brett Brown did with like the smash mouth offense, bully ball defense, and just getting all these big guys, but then you're just getting all these small guys. Like, it's always like an extreme with this team, bro. It really is.
RJ, $2 super chat says, can he make an entry pass? I think he can. I think we're on to something here. All right, my guy can ball. He's an offensive baller. Like, he's got an offensive bag to him, and he's only going to get better. But I just hope he's ready from day one.
It's a lot to ask for a kid that's 19. You're right. You're absolutely right. Like, there's no room for margin of error for him if he stays, obviously.
I agree.
You're right about that.
What do we think happens next, though, fellas? Like, what's the next move? What's the next domino?
When's their next pick?
Number 41 tomorrow night. But I'm saying, do we get a star now, like free agency, etc.?
I would not rule out that that Daryl Morey is thinking, let me get a guy in Jared McCain who has superstar potential and package him in a deal to acquire a Lauri Markkanen or acquire some star level player. He could look at Jared McCain as an asset.
Yeah, I agree with that. He could, but is he? That's the question. He could.
I'm sure Joel Embiid, because we all saw him get that little side eye to Paul George, and he obviously he sees how the East has improved. The Bucks, they got Dame. The Celtics, Drew, Kristaps. The Knicks, OG, Mikal. He's seen everybody improve. The Pacers, Siakam. Yeah, he's got to be saying, all right, who we getting this offseason? He's got to be. Jared McCain's not going to be enough for Joel.
Exactly. So something else has to happen. Like something big too. Like not just a bunch of minimums and KCP and guys like that. Like something's got to be brewing here, man.
What if it's for Devin Booker?
Full Suns blow up fire sale.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to think, it's definitely not for. I mean, what other guards are on the block?
None.
So maybe Trae Young, and even still, I'm not trading Trae Young for Jared.
Heck no, not Trae.
No. DeJounte, though, would you be down for DeJounte?
I would.
That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that.
Now that might take a 3-team in the event that if the Hawks trade DeJounte, they're most likely going to keep Trae.
Correct.
So it might take a 3-team to send maybe a Jared McCain and some picks somewhere else,
But that would fit in a Quinn Snyder offense. That would.
Yeah.
Shout out to Omar Santana, $5 super chat, says, missed our moment to build a super team. The East was wide open for a few years. Now the Celtics won a chip and the Knicks look unstoppable. I don't think it's a terrible take.
I think that the Knicks got better. I still think that they gave up too much. I don't know if they're better than the Celtics. They might be, but they still don't have, in my opinion, a superstar along with Jalen Brunson.
They got what they wanted, though.
They did, and they got high-value role players, and that's scary. But they're a weird team. I also just don't like the fact that they're better than us now.
So Jared McCain was just on a call apparently for his intro. He says he's honored to be here, doesn't know much about Philly, didn't talk to the Sixers much during the pre-draft process, says his agent did most of that. That's a little interesting to me.
He's getting traded, that means.
Yeah,
he's getting traded.
That's what that is.
He's getting traded. And it's Austin Krell. Austin Krell is such a reliable source. So, yeah. He's not staying. He can't be staying. He can't be staying.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was saying. Morey's gotta be thinking somebody's gonna be infatuated with Jared McCain's superstar potential, and we can use that to get a star player. Because Embiid's 30 years old. Embiid's 30. Yeah. If you're going to keep Embiid, and at best he has 3 years left, we got to improve the roster drastically in a win-now mode move.
This also, in some ways, I didn't even think about it like this, but I think that this hinders Tyrese Maxey's development if they keep him. I do.
If they keep McCain.
Yeah, I do. I think that Tyrese Maxey takes a step back because I feel like that he's going to defer to him a little bit more. I do.
Wow.
I really didn't think about it till now, and I'm kind of processing it together.
Depends on the role he's used in, but if they can't fit together, if they're too small of a backcourt, then it is not a good pick for your team. But depends.
I disagree that I can't see Maxey deferring to a rookie, though. I can't. He got too much dog in him for me to be like he's going to defer to a rookie.
But the problem is that we did say a lot last year that we need Maxey to be more selfish and take more shots. So that is a part of who he is.
Yeah, someone just texted me. They said that McCain just posted a TikTok with a Sixers draft hat on.
Of course he did.
I don't know if it's true, though.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Look,
Bucks are on the clock.
My thing about McCain is I hope he can separate the TikTok from basketball, not because I don't think he should do it. Like if, he's got a passion for it, it's his thing, cool. And I just think people are going to use it against him after every bad game, which will not be fair to him, and it'll just create more than there needs to be. Does that make sense? Like, I don't care that he does TikTok.
I'm sorry, but from a realistic standpoint now that Austin Krell tweeted out what he did, I don't think he's staying.
I think he is. I just think the Sixers didn't think he'd be there, and they were just like, yeah, we'll take him. But it is interesting. It isn't like he's not a bad player. Like he's got a lot of upside.
No.
But
yeah, he does. Just with the TikToking, he got drafted to possibly the worst possible city in America if you want to be doing that TikTok stuff and you don't perform. It's all about it. Because, if you were like Orlando and you not Philly got the most passionate fans in the country.
I think it would have been worse in Boston. But it's pretty bad in Philly, though.
Because we be booing our own players.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think that's why Paul George is like, I don't want to come to Philly, too. He's like, sometimes we gotta look at, and it's not us obviously, but sometimes because I have some takes that I'm like, I get on these guys, and we all do sometimes, but it's like we're known for getting on our guys when they're not doing well. Like Ben Simmons, he wasn't outspoken. He wasn't on social media like that. I mean, you saw him with a baddie here and there, but he wasn't on social media like that.
And the Bucks just took AJ Johnson. So
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that for them either.
I think it's a little bit of a reach, but it feels like a Milwaukee pick, to be honest.
Who's on the clock? Let me see.
Well, now the Knicks are on the clock.
Have 2 picks in a row.
But a Woj bomb just came in, and they're trading that to the Wizards.
I was about to say, they gotta be trading that, bro.
What, they're trading both picks?
Just the next one, I think. Looks like the Wizards are moving up a couple slots, I think. Hold on,
I'm confused with McCain now.
Man,
I feel like I just went through a maze. I'm like, bro, I'm happy I'm out, but did I go the wrong way, or am I still in the maze?
like I said, I'm not mad at the pick, but I'm just more concerned with the strategy of what is
The
next.
timelines don't match up, though.
Exactly. That's the thing I'm confused about. Like,
That's
I like the pick,
Right.
but like he was on my top 3. I'm just talking about like, what is the timeline now? Like, do you get another star or do you just try to play it out with role players? So that's what I'm wondering about. It is crazy, by the way, that the Knicks had 2 back-to-back picks here, didn't give either one up in the Bridges trade. Crazy.
That's the Nets for you.
Shout out to my guy, man. Run it back in the chat. He says, if Daryl Morey is not trading this kid, he has no plan and Embiid needs to be traded. What do you guys think about that? Fire or not in the chat? I don't think they're going to trade it unless it's for like Brandon Ingram.
That's literally what
the more I think
B.I. or
about
Laurie.
it,
B.I. or Laurie.
the more I think about it, McCain has to be traded. I'm not trading Joel.
Nah, Joel's not getting traded.
McCain has to go.
Yeah.
It has to be an asset for something. I still keep going back to that Austin Krell tweet, and reality kind of sunk in when he tweeted that.
Yeah, because if they did not look at him
I
that much.
Right. I understand, like, from RB's perspective of, like, they didn't think that they would take him that high. But even Tyrese Maxey had workouts with the Sixers. Or, like, well, maybe not workouts because obviously it was during COVID, but he was on their radar. You know? I feel there's some sort of a dark cloud that's in there.
So apparently the Knicks had just moved back a couple spots. So Wizards move up to 24, and the Knicks are now 25 and 26. So the Knicks just keep getting richer, man.
They're doing a Boston Celtics, what they did to the Sixers.
They're going crazy right now.
Yeah.
They're going crazy. I mean, yeah, this can't be the last move. I mean, we know it's not the last move that Daryl Morey is making. It's not in his makeup. He's going to do some. Whether you like Daryl Morey or not, this is not his last move.
No.
You know, I would usually agree with you, but I'm interested to see what the next one is, because I know last year he dealt with the whole James Harden situation. Usually Daryl Morey goes for a star, right? But like, we did do nothing last offseason. We signed 4 centers. And then Kelly Oubre at the end. Like, that was our free agency last year.
And trade deadline was the same thing.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield. And that was pretty much it.
Well, I think the Buddy Hield thing, he just like swung and missed, which he admitted. He was like, yeah, it just wasn't the right, like, I should have done better. But
I thought we were going to get another splash, though, at the trade deadline.
last offseason, like, they didn't do anything. But the excuse was the James Harden trade drama held everything up, you know? So that's what I'm confused about. But I want to see what comes next.
The Ben Simmons drama held everything up, too, though.
Yeah.
It's just like we had those sagas back to back when there was better free agents in the summers.
And also to the point from the super chat before, like, the East was a lot more wide open, you know? So like sometimes you got to capitalize on your opportunities. The Sixers had some really good chances to go far in the playoffs, and they did let it slip. And they had some really weird drama situations and all that happen. So, you know, hopefully now they can build a roster and make this team formidable. But They're going to have a huge free agency. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but what defines a huge free agency? That's my question.
Well, you either have to get your third star or you have to get 3 to 4 quality role players. Like they can bring Oubre back, most likely, you know, they can bring back some of these other guys like Batum, Lowry, but they're going to have to cash in on one of these other guys. If they're going that route, like KCP or Gary Trent Jr., they're going to have to cash in on one of those guys. If not, do you really think they're going to be able to compete with the Celtics and the Knicks?
No.
I mean, look, we got to sign KCP. Like, that's like, you have to. That's not even negotiable. Oh, sorry. But you got to sign KCP. If you're going to go the role player route, I'm just looking at these free agents. I was high on OG. He signed to New York. You got to get KCP. Heck, I think RB, you mentioned this earlier, Isaiah Hartenstein. I know that
I want him to.
I know that OKC and I think the Magic were interested in him. We need to be in those sweepstakes too. What you say, JJ? We need a guy that can rebound.
Yep.
We know that the way that he got us in the playoffs.
Yep. I agree.
You know,
I'll take Luke Kennard.
It's sad because I really see them going after Isaiah Hartenstein. They're going to look at what Minnesota did, and they're going to play Hartenstein at the 4. There's this, to give you guys a funny story, there's this one guy who's been watching my channel for years, and he religiously comes in, and he hits me up on Twitter and Instagram, and he always says that the missing piece is that Joel Embiid should be playing the 4. And we need to get a more traditional center at the 5. And this guy's been saying this for about 3 years. Like, he's legit serious. And I just find it funny. Like, watch them sign like Isaiah Hartenstein or like Jonas Valanciunas, and they just play 2 big men. I actually joked about it during the Timberwolves Mavs series. I was like, yeah, watch the Sixers look at this and go, yeah, we need like 3 centers. Like Naz Reid and Karl Anthony Towns.
Didn't we have that though with Ben Simmons, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid?
Yes, at least yes.
Like,
yeah, but the problem was we had 5 guys that couldn't shoot. Like, if you want to ask somebody, like, ask like any person in the world to put together the worst possible constructed roster, you put together 5 guys that can't shoot. Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. Like, who thought that was going to be?
And Elton Brand.
Who thought that was going to be like an actual lineup that could score the ball?
And
like,
Furkan Korkmaz is your quote-unquote best shooter.
Bro.
It's laughable.
Yeah, it is.
Could we try to get Bruce Brown, potentially?
I wouldn't mind it, but if they could get KCP, Bruce Brown, Caleb Martin, it just doesn't move the needle for me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, KCP, like, it doesn't move the needle. That's a good way to put it. Like,
it doesn't.
We're not beating the Celtics with KCP as our biggest acquisition.
I'll take Isaiah Joe back. I'm kidding.
The reality is, like, there's no move available right now unless some star requests a trade out of nowhere. And heck, maybe that's what Daryl Morey might be banking on. Just some Woj bomb happens and some star says, yeah, I want out. Maybe it's like a Donovan Mitchell or something like that.
I didn't think about that. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be during the offseason. That could mean during the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pull this up on my computer, but I'm going to show you guys on the camera. Like, here's the TikTok that I was talking about. Someone sent it to me now. Hold on. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
That's the
Bro,
TikTok.
he just
that
walked
somebody
off.
sent.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, trade him. Trade him.
Oh, bro,
this is
if
right
we had a
about it.
time
This is
capsule
right
and
about
just
it.
went back an hour ago, we'd be feeling so much different. Like,
I think this is just like what the Sixers do to us. Like we just kind of like we just talk ourselves into oblivion, but we'll be all right. We got to wait till Sunday. Sunday is like it must happen now. Like if Sunday comes at 6 p.m. and we don't sign anybody, at that point I'm going to say all hope is lost. But I'm going to wait till Sunday to give my final verdict.
Oh man. This is like, oh man. I can't even.
I don't feel good.
So the Knicks just got this guy. I don't know how to say his name. He's from France, but apparently he's like one of the steals of the draft. So the Knicks just keep on eating.
Of course he is.
His name's
Figures.
his name's Pacome Dadiet.
Daddy.
I don't know.
Dadier, maybe. I don't know. I've heard his name come up a couple times.
Is he a forward?
I think so, or he might be a guard. But a lot of people have been talking about him recently as like a steal later in the draft.
The media better be on their game tonight with Daryl Morey. That's all I gotta say. I actually, as weird as this sounds, I hope that Kyle Neubeck and Austin Crow ask the tough questions. Even if Howard Eskin was there, honestly, I wouldn't mind it.
He'll be there.
I need answers.
Let me ask this for y'all and everybody in the chat too. Do you think that when James Harden called Daryl Morey a liar, that will hurt us in free agency? Because we saw in February, Chris Paul said, yeah, that happened to me too. He told me that I wasn't going to be traded, and then he traded me to OKC. Do you think
Patrick
that's
Beverly?
something?
Patrick Beverly too.
Pat Bev, do you think that's something that free agents are like, oh yeah, I ain't about to sign in Philly?
You know where I think it hurts though? With Paul George, because him and Harden are going to talk a lot, you know? Like he said it, what was it, last week? That quote came out where he was like, yeah, you know, us players talk. You know, we hear certain things, we don't want to go to certain places. I think Harden's definitely been in his ear about Daryl Morey. Like, yo, you don't want to go there. You're going to get this and whatever. And I think it could mess it up, honestly.
Yeah, that's literally because what we saw the Sixers say that their interest has waned, and then we saw a report after that was like, yeah, Paul George, he wasn't feeling the Sixers at all.
But you remember how when the Sixers sent a couple of representatives after, I think it was after Kawhi was traded to the Raptors, they had a pitch to go get LeBron, and then they sent out like two guys to LA, and they were like, yeah, no, he already signed with the Lakers. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Because I remember that.
Yep.
I'm kind of wondering if that's sort of like the same thing here.
Maybe. Shout out to Jabbar, $10 super chat, by the way. He says, what we have to realize as Sixer fans is that the championship window with Joel Embiid is closed, barring something drastic happening. It is time to build around Maxey. I want everybody in the chat to rate that comment on a scale from 1 to 10. 10 being completely accurate, 1 being not accurate at all, and it's the worst take. What do you guys think? Miles and JJ, I want to hear what you guys think about this. Like, is this the sad hope that we're realizing? I feel like we're talking ourselves down a damn rabbit hole right now. Like, we got a pretty good player in this draft, but I think people are frustrated.
Isn't this what the Sixers do to us, though? Seriously. Isn't this like what they do?
This is what they do. I think if the thing is, if Embiid can stay healthy in the playoffs, which we haven't really seen, it's always been something. If he can stay healthy, you don't know. We don't know. At least this postseason, yeah, he wasn't 100%. He wasn't 100%, and he led the playoffs in points. That's the only thing that, if you believe in the process right now, it's that you can bank on Joel Embiid having a healthy postseason. But no evidence has shown that. Not going to hope that, he is healthy, but that's where we at.
Lego says 2. This is still right. Joel's team. -6, 2, 4, 7, 10, 10. So people on both sides. See, I still think they can win with Embiid, but they do have to make a couple powerful moves, I would say. Because now that the Knicks got better and the Celtics aren't going anywhere. The Heat are probably going to be better. Sure, there's injuries, but there's a lot of talent in the Eastern Conference. So Sixers are going to have to build a squad, man, if they want to compete with these teams.
Yeah. It's
just like we won.
It's demoralizing.
We won 47 games last year. And Embiid only played in less than 45, if I'm mistaken?
Yeah, but I agree with you. I just think what people are concerned about is is Embiid ever going to stay healthy? If we go the role player route, will he be able to survive? Or will he have to put up 40 points in a random November game just to win the game?
Yeah.
Here's my question. If they lose in the second round, and let's just say that they did win that 3-way tiebreaker, okay? If they lose in the second round, do we have different feelings about this pick?
No.
What you mean?
So they play the Pacers in the first round, and then in round 2, they lose to the Knicks. Do we feel different about taking Jared McCain then than we do now?
I would say no, because there were still opportunities in these playoffs. At some point, you got to get past the second round. That's what it comes down to. How hard? I mean, I know it's tough to get to the conference finals, to the finals, but 1 year, you're telling me not 1 year this team can't crack the code and get through? So I don't feel like people are going to be mad about the Jared McCain pick. It's just the timing, like you said earlier, JJ. The timeline is not completely clear. Until we hear from the Sixers and see what they do by Sunday, we're all just going to be a little bit confused. That's my take on it, though.
Yeah, I think if we got to second round, it would have been worse. In terms of, it's kind of like you build the fans' hopes up more to let them down again. For instance, this year, I wasn't as hurt as I was when we lost to Boston. That hurt me. Or 2021 when we lost in the second round to the Hawks. Those two was way worse than, because we kind of deep down, you knew this year nobody can rebound. The Knicks, they have more heart. No pun intended.
It still was a punch in the gut, though, because of what happened in Game 3, what happened in Game 2 with the refs and everything. It still felt to me,
That was
like
a heartbreaker. You're right.
To me, like in some ways, this actually does feel worse than what people are saying.
I would agree with that. Like, some people were like not mad that we lost to the Knicks. Like, I'm still mad because it's like, how many opportunities are you going to have?
Correct.
That's what I'm frustrated about. Like, if there was a clear path to like, we're going to bounce back and just be a little healthier next year, boom. But like you just said, Miles, like, you know, we have 12 pending free agents, you know, like, it's not like we're the Celtics coming back with a squad and we just got to add one piece. I just think if we don't nail it this offseason, we're getting farther away. I think we blew some really good opportunities, like in 21, 22, 23. I just think we blew some really good opportunities.
What we're seeing is the terrible decisions made between 2018 through like 2020. Really, those are biting us in the butt.
Yeah.
The picking Jimmy. Oh, I'm sorry. Picking Ben Simmons and Tobias over Jimmy. That will always haunt us. Not drafting Mikal Bridges and then trading him for a guy that played less than 20 games. That's biting us. Because Mikal Bridges is going to come and tear us up every time he pops tries. It's going to hurt too.
Hold up. One second. Pause. Hold on. Where did that go? Did I just see what I thought I saw? Hold up.
It's a report.
Bro. The Knicks are on fire, and it disgusts me to say this, bro. They just traded the number 26 pick for 5 future picks, bro.
Are you freaking kidding me?
5 second-round picks to OKC for the number 26 pick. Now, that's not crazy, but like 5 seconds? Like, they just got a lot of picks back. Thunder can just dispose of them. I got to be honest, man. The Knicks are on fire right now. They didn't need that player. They just got a player. And then they get 5 second-round picks?
Leon Rose, man.
Bro. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. It's crazy. Let's read some of these super chats. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you guys are still rocking with us, man, it is 11 p.m., hour away from the big birthday. Let's go. At least we got one of the guys, man. We've been on here for 3 hours. We'll probably hop off in like 20 to 30 minutes. But shout out to you guys. Drop a fire in the chat, man. John Castiglione, $10 super chat. Fire take GOAT. He says, when you are the team that trades the best player in a trade, 95% of the time, look back on it as the loser. Definitely in the short term, for sure. Like, you're getting farther away if you trade the best player, 100%. Unless you get one of those star for star trades. But I agree. Like, you got to be careful. Michael M, $10 super chat says, yo, RB, a lot to unpack about the team. We deserve answers from Daryl Morey yet again. I feel like we were in the damn twilight zone. Still Joel's team, but NFL. Good to be back in Philly therapy with RB. Michael, thank you, man. Can't disagree. I mean, we need some answers, you know?
I'm speechless.
I want to see when Morey's about to talk to the media.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I need to see that.
If it comes on soon, we could play it on here, but...
Bro, what if he actually didn't... What if there's a conspiracy theory that he was actually asleep and didn't even make the pick? And Elton Brand did.
I am kind of surprised they kept the pick, though. Like, I did think they were going to trade it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Or like do a Spurs where they draft the guy and then trade him.
Wow, the Suns are taking Ryan Dunn. Your boy, Miles.
Yeah, that was a...
They traded back, too.
They need some defense. They need some defense, so... Okay, James Jones.
They traded back 6 picks and still got him, too.
The Knicks really got 5 picks.
RB, what do you think about signing Tobias Harris for 3 to 4 years, $100 million? Can still be useful in a trade.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You guys ready for this Tobias Harris sign and trade to the Pelicans for Brandon Ingram?
To be honest, I will take him over I will take Brandon Ingram over Tobias Harris.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do that.
But I actually think in some ways, as weird as this sounds, I do think that Tobias is actually a better rebounder than Brandon Ingram.
By the way, the Timberwolves just took Terrence Shannon Jr. out of Illinois.
Yep.
A lot of off-the-court stuff. Got that cleared up. And, still ends up being a first-round pick. Yo, that actually is crazy, though. The Wolves get Rob Dillingham and Terrence Shannon Jr., if you think about it.
Yeah, they low-key.
They cooked.
They snap. And then you still have Mike Conley, so then Rob learns under. Yeah, they on something.
The problem is that you got the Nuggets. You got. I don't even know if Dallas is even gonna make it as far as they did last year, but you got the Thunder. Like they're all in the mix.
No, the West is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And the Lakers honestly got better, I think.
Lakers, that was a home run pick.
Yeah.
They did not. I can tell you for sure they did not think he was there. For sure. Like he was going to be there.
LeBron is going to love him.
There was some surprises in this draft, though, for being honest. Like Zach Edey in the top 10 to Memphis.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
Yes.
I
didn't think Castle was going to go to the Spurs, to be honest with you.
I'm still confused on why a top 10 pick was traded for a future 7 years down the line first round pick. Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. I don't understand it.
The only way is if they're trading that for some star. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, but who wants a pick 7 years down the line? Like, it's not even like they gave him a first rounder as well next year. Like, I just don't understand it. For a top 10 pick?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I was hyped for them when I thought,
yeah,
you got Rob, you got Castle, you got Wemby.
Wow. Confusing.
Denver is a pick now.
Yeah, we're almost done here. So,
well, I want to ask y'all.
Go for it.
For the Sixers, would you rather be in the playoffs, be in contention for the next 2-3 years, and then, Embiid is out of his prime, but you're still rolling, basically you're rolling with Embiid till the wheels fall off, or do you pull a Bill Belichick and trade him early while his value's high and say, we'll go ahead and start over and build around Maxey?
Man, that's a tough one because I'm questioning what Embiid's value would be in a trade. Who would trade for him and what would they give up? If you get a guy that is going to get injured, right. I mean, yeah, they'll probably give him 3, 4, 5 first round picks, maybe. But would they? What if he goes down again next year? I feel like if there was a time to trade him, it would have been after the MVP year. Because his value would have been at an all-time high.
Yeah, that was his best value for sure. I think it's still great value now. But if you trade Embiid, you got to get a star.
Yeah.
At least you got to get a star.
Yeah,
TJ brought this up a few months ago, and he said, well, the Sixers may also be kind of stuck because if you're a star player and you're looking at Joel Embiid because of his injury history, that may be a turnoff for star players, superstars, and that hurts the Sixers too. And I tied that back into this whole thing here because it's the same thing, on the trade and block type of a thing. Who's really going to want to take him?
I feel like a team would, but it's probably going to be one of those situations where he has to like demand to a certain spot anyway. And I don't know if he would do that.
The other thing though is that would they get the same value back for Joel?
What if
you're going to lose that trade regardless?
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Would you rather lose the trade then or just keep Joel?
I'm riding him out till the wheels fall off, to be honest.
That's how
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
They couldn't get the same value for Barkley when they tried to trade him. Or when they did trade him. I hate to say it, but like the only way to do it, or the only way to really go about it, is if they do get a third star. And I hate saying that because
it's just not going to happen, though.
It's not going to happen, and B, it's just I don't think it's best in the long run.
It's tough, man. It's a tough thing to go through, but maybe the point you get to is Embiid ends up becoming a backseat option more than anything, like a second guy. So you don't have to burn him out early in the season. But I'm just wondering if Embiid ever gets to a point where he's like, yeah, I can't take this anymore. Or does he just stay in Philly his whole career? He is due for a 3-year extension, by the way. He could sign that this summer.
I could see Embiid being like, I won't sign this until I see what y'all do to improve this roster. He's been very vocal about just what other teams have done and being like, what, he's got to be thinking, what moves are we making?
Yeah. Isaiah
Didn't he tweet, oh, did the Bucks give the Celtics the championship? He's like, shoot, the Celtics, they made some moves.
The fact that he hasn't tweeted anything out since the Villanova Knicks reunited.
Joel was on TV trying to recruit PG. I don't know if PG wants him, but
yeah, PG had a poker face. I don't think he was that moved by that.
No.
Isaiah Collier to the Jazz at 29. We got one more pick, and then we're up out of here. Shout out to Riaz, my guy, $10 super chat, says, RB, I'm trying to wrap my head around how we can stay in the arms race with the Knicks and Celtics. Can the Sixers get Paul George and trade whatever picks for Markkanen, trying to stay positive? If we get Markkanen and PG, then we're back up, baby. But will Danny Ainge actually give him up? If Bridges got traded for that many picks, what would Danny Ainge ask for Larry Markkanen? He'd probably ask for every draft asset you own. Honestly.
I'm sick.
He would. He would try to get over on us.
Yep.
He's Celtic at heart. And he ain't a Celtic.
The thing to me that's kind of, I guess, that not really a lot of people are talking about is, let's just say that obviously they keep McCain. Does that also I don't really know how to put this. I just thought about it right now.
While you're thinking about that, what are the chances by just, let's just say whatever, right? By just for the hell of it, the Celtics here with the last pick in the first round, what if they took Bronny James?
That'd be the biggest troll ever.
They don't need this pick, They don't need this pick.
I think Bill Simmons said Bill. It was like somebody on one of his podcasts says something like that.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. $2 super chat from Philosophical. He says Embiid can't take the nonsense he caused. There's gonna be a lot of people that try to make that point. I don't agree entirely. Like, yeah, Embiid has had his flaws, but he's had a really bad go of things when it comes to playing with these other guys. Like, if things worked out a little different, Embiid would probably be in a finals by now. Just saying. But that's my take on it.
The thing that hurts is that we played against the Celtics for the first time with Embiid and Simmons, and Tatum and Brown were just babies, and Kyrie and Gordon were supposed to be that team.
Yeah.
That to me is what hurts the most.
It is frustrating. Someone just said that the press conference is about to happen soon. I wonder.
Yeah, I want to hear what he has to say. I'm just baffled.
Of course, bro.
I'm just baffled.
Here's the last pick of the first round. We're going to spoil it. How did I know that Boston was going to pick somebody like this? Baylor Shireman to the Boston Celtics. Like, just such a Celtics-like player. And he's going to end up becoming a sniper, like, for them in year one. Watch.
It's Brad Stevens.
Oh.
Dude, they just keep on cooking, man.
Another good, versatile wing. Just plays really good perimeter defense. Flexible. Yeah.
Dude, he's going to be good for Boston. Pains me to say, but
yeah. Then we got day 2. People want to see where Bronny end up.
Mr. GCL.
Yeah, the NBA got what they wanted.
$5 super chat says, second round, I feel like the Sixers should pick up Zion Pullen. He's majorly underrated. We can play him at the shooting guard. Well, Mr. GCL, I hope that we get a player that can contribute right away in the second round. I hope that our coach this time actually gives him an opportunity to play. And, they need to get a guy, right? 41st overall pick. I think they're going to keep that pick at this point. Yeah, hopefully they can get a player that can at least play some minutes off the bench. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate everybody showing love tonight. We still got 500 people in here. Let's go. Come on. The chat's been roasting us for like an hour, by the way. They think we're just like, we're just depressed. I mean,
I don't feel good, man.
This is what happens, man. Like we're not trying to be this way. We're just thinking. I just hope Sunday comes and we got boom, 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 5 deals lined up and we're good.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Somebody said trade Tobias and Embiid for Nas, Reed, and Jada McDaniels. That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. I don't feel good. I really don't. I'm a little sad.
Nah, don't be sad, man. We're cooking. We're back. We're up. We're
I
up.
hope so.
Daryl Morey's awake. And Sixers are ready to rock, man.
Yeah, I gotta sleep on man. The TikTok is a Sixer. The TikTok is a Sixer. The more I think about it is I don't see, and I don't want to be like Debbie the Downer.
I'm trying not to be either.
I don't see how the Sixers can be a championship roster if Maxey and McCain are like a 1-2, we've seen that before with Dame and CJ.
The thing is that he has superstar potential, but I just don't think that it's the right. The more and more I let it marinate, and yeah, of course I have to sleep on it too. But it leaves me with a lot more questions. I'll put it like that. That's how I put it.
And we still got that element of.
I'm just trying to find the press conference. See if we can get it up for a minute. But, sorry, Miles. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you good. I guess we'll just see if what you said, JJ, about if they weren't really looking at him for real in the draft. Is that the writing on the wall? This is just a play, an asset to get a star player. I wouldn't be dependent on who that star player is. I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either, but I don't trust the organization.
Yeah.
At the same time. And I also hate being the Debbie Downer too. I do. But this team has broke my heart a lot.
$5 super chat from Philosophical. Thank you for all the love tonight, man. Appreciate it. He says, it's Embiid's body that keeps breaking down, not everybody else's. RBZ, he has to be accountable for that. Sorry. I agree with your point about that. It's unfortunate. He's had a bad go of things. His injuries have costed this team a lot, for sure. But they also need some help around him. You know, they need somebody that can step up in his absence. He got hurt this year. They had Mo Bamba trying to fulfill those minutes. It's just unfortunate. And they lost a lot of ground. What if the Sixers did have a top 3 seed, you know? Maybe things are different. It's hard to know, but the health thing is definitely unfortunate, man. Definitely unfortunate. $5 super chat from Michael M. Call me stupid, but I don't think Embiid's value is as high as we Sixer fans think it is. I feel like we would be disappointed in the return no matter what.
One of y'all said that. Literally, one of y'all said that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And I think it's a good point. Like, it's not like Embiid wouldn't get traded for 3-4 first round picks, but like, this is our entire franchise other than Maxey. Like, we would want a king's ransom for Embiid, and based on his age, injury history, etc., would a team be willing to risk that? I don't know. I don't know.
But you know what's crazy? You know, to be sort of devil's advocate, the basketball world looks at things differently than we do. And I remember, like, when we had Ben Simmons, we were telling people that, oh, Ben is not really, like, he's not going to shoot, like, whatever. And yet people still saw his potential.
I love that point. I love that point because all Sixers fans was saying to the Nets, all those Nets fans that were like, look at y'all, we got Ben Simmons now. They were super hyped. They thought that he was about to be a revelation.
Sure.
And he didn't do anything.
I want to add on another point to that too. I think something we need to realize as Sixer fans too, especially with what has happened in the playoffs the last year or two, there's never a too early opportunity to capitalize. Like, I remember when we had Simmons and Embiid, everybody used to say to us, oh, well, they're too young, you know, like they haven't got that like experience yet. So just wait till they're in their prime. Wait till they're 28, 29. Well, guess what? Embiid's 30. You never know what's going to happen in between. Now, that's not to say like rookies can go out and win championships. But when you have opportunities that are handed to you on a silver platter, aka the Hawks series, blowing that series came back to haunt this team. Or being up in game 6 with literally a couple minutes to close out Boston, who's a really good team, and not capitalizing. Look at where we're at now. So that I just think it's frustrating that we missed those opportunities, and you never know if you're going to get back. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not to like change the sport, but that's like how I feel about the Phillies too. That's
yeah, a good comparison.
Same thing.
Good comparison.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's like the best chance is 2019. That was our best chance for sure. Because literally whoever was winning that series between us and the Raptors was winning the championship. I firmly believe that. We get to 2021. We're the number one seed. Yep. And I've loved to just see what we could do against Milwaukee and the Bucks. I feel like we matched up very, very well against them. We never got to see it. Heck, even Trae Young himself got a game. He got a game. Those guys go ahead and win the chip.
Yeah.
And then
you know what bugs me? What bugs me is that like when these analysts say, oh, like they'll be back. Like they'll be back like the next year after that. I feel like we never know. Like the Eagles didn't come back to the Super Bowl last year. And the Sixers, it's like
exactly
every time that they said that the Sixers will be back. No.
All right. I have a proposition. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, though. The Daryl Morey press conference is set to start in 4 minutes. Should we listen to the first couple minutes, or do you guys want to end it? Because we've been on here for almost 4 hours.
I want to see at least like the first like 3 quick, because they're gonna ask about McCain. Let's just see what he got to say.
All right, we'll see if it starts on time.
Where's it at?
It's on NBC Philly, but I can pull it up.
Bet.
I need the media to be on their A game.
Also, if you guys are still in here, we got almost 500 people. Do me a favor, go over to Play by Play with JJ, subscribe to his channel. Go over to Real Talk with MJ, subscribe to his channel. Like, give these guys some love, man. They've been up here with us all night, rocking with us. It's been a good show. Show.
Had a long day. I did a baseball game too.
There you go. It's been a long one, man, but we're here.
Yep. For sure.
Man.
35 minutes till midnight. Let's go.
You ever like watch a show and you think that the season is going to end one way and it leaves you on like a huge cliffhanger that you didn't anticipate?
Yep.
That's how I feel tonight.
It's all good, man. We're up here live reacting. Like, we haven't had really time to let it absolve. Like, we just been talking the whole time, so it's going to be interesting, man.
It will be.
It is, bro. I'm really interested to see like what Morey has to say, because I feel like at this point we can kind of see if he's BSing or not. Like, when I mean BSing, like if he really thinks that McCain is the future, or if he thinks, oh no, I'm gonna try to hype him up so that we can use him as an asset. We better see.
It's not even just that. It's also just the fact that they've stayed put this long.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, after the first 3 questions, we're gonna end this because I know what he's gonna say. First question is gonna be, what do you think about Jared McCain? He's gonna say, well, we had him high on our board and he was still there and we took him with the upside. We think he's gonna be the best player in this draft. He's gonna say something like that. Second question, what is your guys' next move? Like, are you going to target a 3rd star? Yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. Typical Daryl Morey answer, like, we're going to do whatever gets us better in the short and long term, and all options are on the table. He's going to say something like that.
The next question got to be, how do you see Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey playing together?
Fit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we put a lot of trust in Coach Nurse, and we'll let him get out there on the court. But honestly, you know what they should ask? They should say, how are you going to compete with the Knicks and the Celtics?
I just got even better. Say that. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Daryl Morey has admitted before that like these teams have gotten better. I feel like he'll admit it tonight if they ask him. But It's like, damn, what is he
I will
say?
never forget the time when they did lose to Boston and he cut off the reporter, and the reporter's like, so Daryl, how does it feel that you didn't make it past the second round? And then he said, well, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as if we didn't win the championship. But like, no, you didn't make it past the second round. Like, come on, bro. It's not rocket science. That pissed me off so much. It really did.
Anthony Lewis, $2 super chat. Thank you, my guy. He says trade for Brogdon and Kuzma. What do you guys think, Brogdon and Kuzma? Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Pretty much all week without sleep. And now working on the second round upstairs with Elton Brand.
Looks like he just woke up.
Jared's, he's just been a winner everywhere. He's going to be someone Philly loves. Pretty rare to get a combination of both a guy who's got some skills that will get him on the floor earlier, including shooting, but also with a lot of upside and on a very steep improvement curve, even at his time at Duke defensively, which I think was one of the questions coming out of high school, where he was top player in California, winner at every level. As everyone says, we were pretty surprised he was there, and we're looking at a lot of scenarios with trade out, trade back, and they all sort of went away when Jared made it. There was a couple key picks in there in the early teens that we needed to go our way or not pick Jared for us to be thrilled with the draft. I'm gonna generally focus on the draft tonight, if that's okay. I know folks have other questions, but hoping to make this about his night. And then we have the second round tomorrow. So
Deflecting.
Pretty fun, pretty exciting night. So sorry it's so late, though.
We'll start with questions. We'll go with Gina.
You just alluded to it, but you mentioned at your end of the season press conference that all options were on the table as far as going into tonight. So yeah, just how did you sort of go about evaluating all of those options and then ultimately deciding, okay, if Jared is there, we're going to take him?
Yeah, the exact question we face on the clock. There was a player offered to us that was pretty interesting. We'd moved back a bunch of slots. There was a move back pretty far, but pick up a future, so quite a few sort of second round picks and things like that. But, we had McCain as a top 10 player in this draft, and someone who, we've got a lot of roster opportunity. So, if you can get a player who is hopefully rotation ready at a very young age, I don't want to put pressure on him, but we think he's got that. He's got the improvement curve. He's got the approach. He's obviously got a skill that the coach will turn around on the bench and say, hey, I need that skill. He can really, really punish people.
He's got the improvement curve.
Someone said on the chat, why does he sound out of breath all the time? Like, damn, man. All right.
Really rebound.
I want to hear one more question, and that's it, bro.
He's pretty special for a guy to get sort of in the middle of the first round. And, I don't want to put any tough expectations on him, but, we really think this guy's going to be a 76er for a very long time, like some of our recent draft picks.
You said you had a player that was offered to you. Coming into this draft, was that the focus? Because that player will ensure
76 for a very long time?
Yeah.
Yes, I heard that.
Yeah, we liked some of the concepts where we moved back a little bit and
I don't
pick
think
up a
he
guy
actually
who might
believes
be a
that.
little bit closer to ready to play, but really the value on McCain
Daryl Morey is a liar.
too high.
He is a liar.
So,
But that's like
we stuck in that's a player we might be able to acquire later potentially.
that's like a very
Wait. What did he just say?
A little bit closer to ready to play, but really the value on McCain was just too high for us. So we stuck in that's a player we might be able to acquire later potentially.
What is he talking about?
What does he mean by all options are on the table?
But yeah, no, it was again, all options were on the table, like you said. There were some advantages to that, and we were really sweating the pick right before us, actually. So there's a couple picks in there. We needed 2 spoilers starting at around 12 or 13.
There you go, Keith.
All right. Well, $5 super chat from Brian Pump says, by the way, nice picture. That's hilarious. Bro just called him McCann. It's over, fellas.
He said that you got to compensate that with frame.
Yeah, it's all he already said he's not answering any other questions, so I think that's where we're at, fellas. That's where we're at.
Lots of questions. Lots.
Hey, man. At the end of the day, Sixers get a guy. We all had him pretty high on the list. We've slowly but surely kind of talked ourselves into some questions. But what we do know is that Daryl Morey hopes he's going to be a Sixer for a very long time. So that's what we got. That's what we got.
He has superstar talent.
Yeah. He's got potential.
Boom
Potential, for sure. But other than that, man, we have been live for almost 4 hours.
I need a beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm about to crack one open for midnight, baby. Big day.
Yeah.
First off, shout out to everybody that's been hanging with us in the chat. We still got a ton of people in here. If you guys have not yet, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, support us on all platforms. Miles, Jason, let them know where they can find you, man. Go support these guys. They've been killing it tonight. Once we got the audio worked out, it's been a great show, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
I guess I'll start. First of all, RB, thank you so much for having us come on here. It really, really does mean a lot. And, you've really been like a big mentor for me. And I can speak on behalf of that. Happy early birthday, bro.
Thank you, man.
I hope it comes. I hope that there's more positive Sixers things that happen today. But
we're getting Bronny tomorrow.
This was a lot of fun. As far as where y'all can find me, I'm on the YouTube streets, play-by-play with JJ. We do Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles content on our channel. So make sure you go follow over there.
Yeah, man. Been a pleasure to be on here. Rocking out with y'all 4 hours. It didn't feel like 4 hours. It was a bunch of suspense there. But yeah, first off, before I shout out my page, all that, definitely thank you to RB for extending the invitation. Definitely meant a lot. And definitely one of those guys that I first peeped when I was like, all right, I want to do this sports media stuff, doing Philly stuff. Was definitely one of those guys trailblazing the way. So shout out to you. But yeah, follow me on Real Talk with MJ, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Real Talk with MJ1. So yeah, man, do Eagles, Sixers. Definitely gonna have a video reacting to this once I sleep on it. Get my thoughts together. We gonna see. Right now it might be a little bit clouded, but no, it was a pleasure.
Appreciate you guys coming through, man. And shout out to everybody that hung with us this late into the night, man. You guys are the best. Whether the Sixers are great, not great, whatever it is. Another successful one in the books. And yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow. Well, these guys will be back. I'll be enjoying myself. Maybe we'll take Bronny James. Who knows, man? It's going to be an interesting week, but we got free agency coming up. All that in the third, man. So shout out to everybody coming through. Philly Take with RB. Hit the thumbs up. 2024 day one in the books, man. Jared McCain, welcome to the Sixers. See what happens next. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Peace.